Welcome to Equine Edge Live. I'm Scotty McKeever, live from Fort Lauderdale, Florida, and we've got a beautiful day here. Almost the end of the day at Gulfstream Park, but I think we have 2 or 3 more races to go. Race number 2 at Golden Gate Fields is coming up, and I think the 2 could go gate to wire. Dumb Luck. Welcome to everybody. What's up, Jared? We've got Golden Gate Fields. We'll get out there. We've got Santa Anita Park, of course, more Golden Hour this series. And so we'll cover the Golden Hour. That starts in race number 7 here from Santa Anita Park. So I hope you all are doing very well. And we didn't have a bad day yesterday. I was a little wishy-washy. I didn't love anything. The 9 horse at Golden Gate Fields came back to bite me a little bit because I liked that horse early on, and I overthought it. 6-1, I think it went off at, and then I didn't really like the way it looked on the track. And yeah, you just can't second guess yourself. You can cover yourself, but you have to stick with your plays. But some of you had that because we had that horse singled in the Golden Hour. What's up, Eric? Alan, Dan, Chuck, Oldie in the house, Gary, Jared's here. You guys ready to have some fun? I am. Christy's in the house. Curtis, what up, Curtis? So I did handicap. Justin helped me a little bit as well. I know he's on the road right now, but it's nice to go have somebody to go over with. I'm going to be switching back and forth to the production, which you guys see, and also the testing site. The only reason is the live odds broke on the testing, and I know that Brad is working on that right now. And so my notes are on the staging site, and so I will go back and forth because I don't like looking at it without the staging. But you can see my notes here. The 2 horse coming in from Los Alamitos, and this horse has a big look on the lead. For me, I did like the top 2 Equine Edge picks, 2 and 3. As we hear Matt Dinnerman.
Have made their way to the gate for
Ken in the house. Jared, what's going on?
Danny's Irish boy.
Yoakum in the house.
Is loaded. Dumb Luck.
Scotty. Justin, there's Justin. What's up, K2?
Heavy favorite right now.
The 3 horse is the horse to beat for sure. Big drop in class for the 5. I didn't love the 5 on the win. For me, I think it's going to come in 3-2-5. That's what I'm thinking. 3-2-5. So we'll see what happens here. Matt Dinnerman with the second race here from Golden Gate Fields. Golden Hour series here continues.
Slight approval to the outside pose. Waiting for slight approval.
What's up, Jay? What's up, Art? John? 2's going to have the lead, I would imagine.
We're ready to go.
Coming in from Los Alamitos around the hook at night.
And Lara, good beginning for all the runners in the race. And Omani Bay is set hard by Billy the Kid, William Anton Georgie. Dumb Luck has some speed too, and those 2 hook up on the lead. Dumb Luck inside, set hard, grabs the lead from Omani Bay, who's taken back to second, press of the pace setter now. Sting like
that 2 horse really had to be worked to get the lead.
On ice is second to last. He's 5 lengths off the pace and a length and a half to first, or slight approval in his career debut. He's last early on. Into the 4th turn, Dumb Luck has the lead by 3 points of a length.
22 seconds flats is pretty fast. I wonder if the 4 is going to have any horse in the end. I don't know. Here comes the 5. 3 horses being asked right now.
Slight approval moves inside of him as they wheel off the turn.
But these might just stop, and the 3 might catch him. We'll see. 4 is running good. 5 is kind of hanging a little bit. How about this race?
Trying to pick them off from 3rd on ice. Not his day today.
The favorite not running at all. 2's going to go gate to wire in from Los Alamitos. Come on, 5. Get up for 2nd. Now 2, 4, 5.
By a length and a half.
2, 4, 5, 6.
Challenge of Omani Bay, who is second best. 3rd, Sting like a bee, and slight approval comes up the rail.
The 2 goes gate to wire. What up, C Money? All right. Well, we said that the 2 could go gate to wire. The favorite didn't run. And Laurel Park. Big shout out to the Stronach group. Big shout out to Andrew and Tyler. Shout out to Jack. Shout out to anybody involved in allowing us to show these live races to you guys. All right, Laurel Park. We'll pull this up, and we've got 2 minutes to race number 9. You guys want to cover that? Might as well. Golden Hour starts in race number 7. We'll do the pick 4. That's a $1 denomination, 15% takeout. And the races all happen, 4 races in about 45 minutes. Goes from race 7 at Santa Anita to race 7 at Golden Gate Fields, back to the final race at Santa Anita, race number 8, and finishes off in the last race at Golden Gate, race number 8. All right, so we've got Laurel Park. Again, I'm going to be switching back and forth until Brad can get the live odds going here. You can see the difference in the screen. This is going to be released hopefully this coming week, but we'll see. Hey, Charles. Nice start to the 2. Hey, Manny. Kevin, what's up, Kevin? So there's when you see these asterisks here, which you guys don't have that right now, but there does seem to be a lot of speed. Many of the horses seem to do their best running on the lead. The one horse can rate some, and the one time it did win, it didn't win by much, and this is a 60 group, so this is much tougher. Just really feel strongly that maybe the 4 or 5 will come from behind. That's what it looks like to me. And if we look at the SOR, the 4 horse got a 67, but it didn't run good against those groups, right? It didn't run good. This is a really, really tough race. Wide open race here. Moon Safe, the 5 is the top equine edge pick. I'd have to go with this horse because it raced against better last time out, got a 3rd place finish. I would imagine the 5 horse is going to probably run a good race and get a good trip if you're visualizing that trip. As far as the pace goes, that's the 6 horse, but there's some other pace in here as well. But that horse does have some class. I think it's the favorites, right? The 6 horse, I would take the 6 and the 5. I'm maybe doing exacta box 6-5. I'm not sure which one would win, but I would probably do 6 and 5. What's up, Kent? The GSR on the 4 horse, the Equine Edge long shot, is 71. So this Dolce Chiara, let's see. So it was only 2% to win that last race. It was a 68 group. The race before that was a 72 group. I mean, this 4 is getting easier. You would imagine this 4 is going to run a good race. If you look at the changes, nothing in changes. I don't really love the 1 horse on the rail. Look at the Equine Edge morning line though on the 1. It's 8-5. I don't know. Maybe we're overlooking this horse. It really is a wide open race. 6 horse should have the lead. 5 horse is 30% and is somewhat tactical. Look at the win percentage dropped down to 9% last time out. It still ran a good race. I like the 5 best. We'll see what happens, but I probably would lean towards the 5.
They reached the starting gate, 9th race, and moving in.
Oh, was he?
Matitude.
Oh, I thought he was joking. He wasn't joking, Oldie? AO get carried. No one listened to Jared. He's a complete liar. Oh, complete liar. Well, that's not cool. No. All right, you're out.
Even money now on Magical Luna. Hufflepuff loading.
I thought he was joking. Yeah, we don't need that in here. Complete liar. I mean, what are you, a child?
Peace out. Dulce Cara.
All right, you can see there's 8 minutes before race number 3 at Santa Anita, and we've got Gulfstream Park. We'll cover that as well, but why not go to Laurel Park right now and let's just see what happens here. I like the 5. I think the 4 is going to run a much better race too on the drop-in class. The 6 horse is going to be on the lead, I would imagine, and we might not catch the 6. I know I'm not helpful. And 8-5 on the Equine Edge morning line on the 1. So there's, nothing is really matching. We'll see what happens though. 6 stumbled. Oh, that helps the 5's chances big time.
Start. Hufflepuff going right to the front from Peace Out in second. The outside is Moon Safe sent along from third position. Inside is Matitude is next. Dulce Cara drops to the back of the pack as Magical Luna gets underway on the far outside. Is moved up with a rush now fourth. Well, four deeper into the turn. There is Magical Luna heading around that turn there. And the leader now is Peace Out. Peace Out just in front from Moon Safe at a 3 wide. Magical Luna trying to sustain the bid. Here is Matitude looming up there from the fourth spotted. Hufflepuff is back in fifth.
Six is done. Four is really spinning his wheels. It doesn't look like the four is really running to me. One's got horse. I think this is looking at a one. You're looking at a 1-5-5-1 is what it looks like to me. Unless the three keeps going.
Matitude shifts to the outside of them. Then it's Magical Luna who's next, coming to the final furlong.
One's going to win the race, and I don't even know if the five's going to get second. That's 8-5 on the Equinedge morning line horse. Five really hanging. Three's going to stay second. 1-3.
Matitude just there. Matitude and Jorge Ruiz with the double today. Matitude gets it to win by a length. Peace Out was second. Then it was Moon.
See, sometimes, depending on the wagers, we're trying to play some verticals, but if you're playing horizontals, look at that too. 8-5 on this horse. Drew the inside, sat a good trip. Jockey did a really good job, Jorge Ruiz. And the 6 horse stumbled, the 3-5 favorite. That was brutal if you had that horse. What's up, Nathan? All right, let's get out to Santa Anita Park. So what do we have here? So these horses, they've not gone 10 furlongs. And the one horse, Clock Strikes 12, is going up 12 points in GSR here. The 4 horse Rapid Transit is, if you look at the GSR, it goes up 4 points. So one of the things I do when I handicap, this is second off a layoff. You have to look at stuff like that too. But you look and go, okay, the last race for the 4, the horse was 21%, 61 GSR, 58 SOR. So it's going down in win percentage, up a little bit in GSR, but it did have some issues. If you throw out that last race, it still won. But if you throw out the race 2 back off the turf, you can see the GSR drops. So I mean, this horse has been pretty consistent when it runs on the turf. So I would at least give the 4 a look. The 6 horse Bye Bye Birdie, I don't know, man. I don't know. Does this horse want to go 10 furlongs? 4-5 on the Equinedge morning line. I'm really looking at the 1 horse. The 5 horse, Turnasol. I think I remember Justin saying you really like this horse. This horse has had issues. It needed that last race. When you have a horse that's off this long, normally it's a tendon issue. But Pratt decides to jump aboard. So I would think that the 5 horse is live. The 7 horse is not a good breaker. I mean, even if you're going at 10 furlongs, you're losing a lot of ground by not breaking very good. And you can see that right here. Hey, Deb, you see that? So, again, I really like the 1. And right now the horse is 10-1 from a 6-1 odds makers morning line. And we've seen this before. You can't get swayed by that because the odds just said that the horse would go off around this price. But you also have 2 other algorithms that like the 1. You have the SOR, well, 3. Look at this. Actually, the more I look at this, if you think that the 6 and the 5 are vulnerable, 5 not second off a long layoff, the 6 horse, I don't know, just going for 4 in a row, but now going 10 furlongs. I don't think this horse has to win this race. Then you look at the 1 horse, it's the second Equinedge pick. It's the top SOR and the top GSR. So very interesting. Again, it's going to come down to how you bet it. But I do think that the 1 deserves a look. Pick 6 pool, $82,000. All right. What's up, Jay? How are you? I'm feeling good today. It's really going to come down to betting. So you guys got to bet good. There's some tough races, but I did have some horses that I like. So just it's going to come down to wagering. I'll give some advice on what I think on how to bet it. Again, I'm going back and forth to staging. My notes are all on staging, and but there's no live odds on staging right now.
Hillside turf course here at Santa Anita, just a couple of minutes to go, and I took a good look at my PPs, and the rest of the turf races on the flat track have the rails listed at 20 feet. Mine do not have them listed at 20 feet, but I just wanted to let everyone know the rails are still up. They haven't taken them down. We're going 1.25 miles. We go a little bit down the hill and then once around the oval. So rails are still at 20 feet, which still means that speed is going to be good. 2 horses that caught my eye in here, Mercy with Edwin Maldonado looks terrific. Coming up the hill for trainer Bob Hess. And while a lot of people may think Edwin Maldonado, tough, I don't know. His stats are actually really good. He's 15% on the year and 12% on turf, and he's 17% with trainer Bob Hess. So just think about that. Oh, he's also good for 3.34 ROI. So maybe a good return on investment if you like Mercy in here, who really does look very well. But they're all going to have to look very, very well, because I firmly believe that Bye Bye Bertie here is the one to beat. Victor Espinoza on a 2-race winning streak on her. She on a 3-race winning streak. 1.25 miles, most definitely within her wheelhouse. She looks terrific in here. And Leo Powell, I'm not sure he's ever had such a good meet here at Santa Anita. Everything he sends up is either winning or running really, really well. Bye Bye Bertie, the horse to beat in here, but do not sleep on the 2, Mercy.
All right, so she's talking about this horse that Edwin Maldonado's aboard, this 2, Mercy. We'll take a look at that. I didn't put a note on this horse, but the GSR goes up from 62 to 67, does go down in win percentage a little bit, has won 2 straight races in a row. The SOR goes up a little bit. And as far as the distance goes, if we look at the GSR plus, I mean, the number 1 distance for this horse is 10 furlongs. So I could definitely see that. I don't think the 5 horse necessarily has to do great. I mean, you're talking about second off a layoff of 1.5 years. So, and this horse really is not a good breaker, but Flavian Pratt decides to jump aboard. I still think this horse has to prove it to me. Bye Bye Birdie. Again, this horse drops in GSR 7 points. I don't like that. Does go up in win percentage. This horse has won 3 straight races, no doubt about it, and comes back against similar. But will this horse like the 10 furlongs? I don't know. You know, horse is in good form, and this horse has won, what, 5 of the last 7 races? So, you know, you can't take that away from the horse. 4 to 5 on the Equinage morning line. Thank you so much. My pick here at Santa Anita is the 1. Clock strikes 12. I'm on this horse. We've got Gulfstream Park race number 9 coming up as well. Don't forget it's Golden Hour. I'll be with you here all the way to the end of the last race at Golden Gate Fields. Also, we've got our horses that are popping up on my email, so I'll have horses for you there. If you're playing Remington Park, the 6th horse just popped up in race number 2. I will tell you this on the 5 horse. The 5 horse popped up on my email. If you're not familiar with that, it's an algorithm that we've been testing for a few months, and it pops up about 20 minutes before the race takes off.
It's post time.
And it did pop up this 5 horse at 5 to 1 right now. But I really do think there's some quality here with the 1 as far as this race is concerned. And it looks like, and this horse, this horse has not fared great on turf, to be fair. Look at its dirt record: 12,700 per start on dirt and 11,500. And but Jonathan Wong puts this horse on the turf, but it does look like it wants to go long. So let's see what happens.
They're off. Bye Bye Birdie and Mercy are the first 2 out. Mercy comes through on the inside now to take the lead as they come into the stretch for the first time. It's Mercy by a length. On the outside, Rapid Transit moves into second. Center of the course, Clean Karma as Bye Bye Birdie is wrangled back in between rivals. Badger Kitten is down at the rail. Tournesol settles toward the back of the field with Clock Strikes 12 at the back. 1 lap to go. Mercy Mercy just in front. Rapid Transit in between, and Clean Karma 3 wide. Badger Kitten.
That's very
Bye
fast
Bye Birdie
for
are
10
right
furlongs.
together, 4 lengths off the
23
lead.
and 2.
And then it's another 2.5 or so. Back to Tournesol, and Clock Strikes 12.
Thank you,
Around
Jay.
the clubhouse
Thank you very
turn,
much, Jay.
Mercy Mercy now opens up 2. Rapid Transit second, Clean
All
Karma
right.
clearly third. Badger Kitten is
Come
in
on.
fourth. Bye Bye Birdie is
They're
under a
keeping
nice
up that
hold at this
speed.
Stage 7 lengths off the lead.
You've got all
Another
long
2.5
shots, 11 to 1,
back to
19, 14, and 13 to
and
1
Clock Strikes
in the top 4
12.
positions. 6,
They're coming
the
to
favorite
half-mile
is
pole.
running good, but a
Mercy
little bit
Mercy is the
headstrong.
target.
Not sure how this
Rapid
horse is going to
Transit
do
keeps
going
her
10
honest, just a
furlongs.
length and a half back.
The
Then
one is
Badger
running very
Kitten in the
good
rail.
on the rail.
Clean Karma is in fourth. Bye Bye Birdie, Green Cap, 4 lengths.
5
off the
seems to
lead.
have some horse
Clock
as
Strikes
well.
12 has gotten a
I
little
don't
bit
know that the
closer,
6 is running with its
Tournesol.
head up. I don't
Midway on
know.
the far turn, Rapid
Could be breathing
Transit
fire
makes
at
her
this.
move for
Look at the
lead
one
now and
horse. I mean,
takes it.
please get through.
Mercy Mercy
At least
tries
give us
to
an
fight
honest
back.
run. That's all we care
Bye
about,
Bye
right?
Birdie rallying, has 3 to make up at the top of the stretch, but is coming nicely now. And Bye Bye Birdie runs right by the top pair with a furlong left to go. Tournesol has surfaced with a dangerous late kick. Bye Bye Birdie, hand-ridden, just coaxed along. Gets a little reminder as Tournesol gets closer with every stride. Here's Tournesol, Bye Bye Birdie, Bye Bye Birdie, Bye Bye Birdie holds on.
We had the horses, 6, 5,
Tournesol's
1.
right to it.
Ah.
Clock Strikes 12 third. Photo for
One was kind of in
Mercy
between
Mercy,
horses,
Rapid
didn't have a
Transit.
good trip. That 5 horse ran huge. Yeah, that 5 horse ran a big race. Favorite barely hanging on there.
It's a photo finish.
And the 5 horse at 3 to 1 getting second. 6, 5, 1. The 1 ran good. Hopefully you guys had that 1 horse in your exotics. Yeah, 1 didn't really have the best trip. All right. Good call by Frank Marimoni. Okay, so we have, what do we got coming up next? Gulfstream Park is coming up. So we'll go there, race number 9. So I think it's between the favorites.
The horses are approaching the starting gate. 1 minute to the 9th race, first half of the double.
Starter allowance races are some of the toughest races you're going to find. I will say this on the 5. 5 horse needs to be forwardly placed. It's got a better SOR. It's going to put pressure. I'm guessing it's going to put pressure on the 4 horse on the inside that's going to need the lead. And I think this horse is the way it ran last time out. First time Irad Ortiz, he jumps back on. I think the 1 is going to get a really good trip sitting behind the 4 and the 5 dueling. That's my guess. 2 doesn't really seem like a closer. Either does the 6 horse, who's not fast enough, and then
The
3
horses are at the gate.
the 3 horse could get in the
It's now
money.
post time. Lining up and moving in for race
I'm gonna
number
say
9, first half of
1
the daily double.
to
Odds
win
on
the
here,
race,
3 to
and I
5,
think the
Doc
3 could be
Hamster.
second or third.
Absolute Grid, a strong second choice at 9 to 5. These 2 expected to dominate the betting, and they are. 8 to 1 third choice is number 4, Mr. Kelly. 10 to 1 on September 10. That's the other Rohan Crichton horse in here. Late daily double starts right now.
I don't know that it's worth
And
it,
the line
Oldie,
goes
right?
September 10.
I don't like the 4.
Mr. Kelly and
If
Doc
you're talking about
Hamster.
Gulfstream Park, No, I think the 4's too fast.
Amor Lejano.
It's going to be on the lead, dueling with the 5. And the 1's going to be sitting and pounce on them.
Gate.
And the 3 horse is going to be far back, but could get in for a piece for 11-1. I think I see it pretty clearly. It's whether the 5 can keep going, but the 4 is going to stop.
Amor Lejano and the 9th.
I sound pretty arrogant right now, huh? I don't know. I feel like I see this particular race. The 5 could keep going, but how's the 4 going to keep going? Because the 5 is going to pressure. I can't imagine that the 5 will let the 4 clear. I mean, he might sit right outside of him, but the 5 is going to, I would think, would go.
And they're off. Good
no, 5 and 4 broke bad.
For the early lead.
Both of them broke bad.
Got shuffled all the way back to last year.
Wow.
That's good news for absolute
it is.
fans, as he's going to fire forward and take a clear lead. Palladio away second.
2-1 on the 1?
Third. Doc Amster has to play catch up. He's up on the outside of September 10.
Come on, 3, get second. 1-3.
Leave the backstretch and move on to the 4
turn. 1-3.
Absolute grip. Front and center and nursing a half-length
4 needs the lead. 4's toast.
With a big price, turning up the pressure in second. Doc Amster circling horses in the blue and red colors. He's now third. Up between horses, Palladio. September 10 is in range. Mr. Kelly starts to make some ground from the back with a quarter of a mile left to go. The tactical edge has gone to absolute grit. He has inside position off the turn, and he has a 2-length lead. From the outside, Doc Amster tries to go get him at the rail. September 10.
I had that 4 horse ran a hell of a race. I didn't expect that. Did not expect. One's going to win. I did not expect that 4 to run like that. Well, I think Oldie said 1-4-5 try box. Good call, Oldie. Get the 4 up for second, even better.
Mr. Kelly does
2-1
get up
on
for
the 1.
second ahead of
Nice.
Doc Amster third. September 10 fourth in 103.
I don't think we've ever seen that 4 come from behind, have we? Let's see here. I mean, it's always in the front. Maybe they should do that more often with this horse. Right? Look at that. I guess it came from behind a little bit right here in this 5 furlong race. So it showed the ability to do that. I guess it's probably so fast that they've ridden it like that. You're better off preserving a horse like that. If it can rate, you're better off preserving that speed. Nice, nice. 2-1 on that 1. Absolutely. Okay, it's so cool. I mean, I would. Wouldn't you love to cover 4 tracks like this? Look at this. We got all Stronach tracks here, right? Look at that. That's beautiful. Santa Anita, Golden Gate Fields, Laurel, Gulfstream Park. It's just, it doesn't get any better. All right. Big SOR on the 1. New trainer comes back quickly, though. Comes back very quickly. The 2 horse is a big SOR as well. So the 1 and 2 have the big SORs. So we're going to have to go to prod because, like I said, live odds aren't working. Okay. One second, do that. Okay. So when you look at the handy view and you look at the SOR, I like to the SOR on here is very accurate on the on race view. But if you really want to delve in deeper, you can look here and see, going 5.5 furlongs, and this horse was finishing. So you figure the one horse is going to like the extra distance, facing similar. GSR goes up a little bit as well. So I would think the one is a player in here. I'll make sure we don't miss this. As far as pace goes, there is zero pace in here, right? There is zero pace. Normally in situations like this, take the best jockey. That's what you want to do. Take the best jockey. So the one horse, it's 2-1 in the Equinedge morning line. And right now this horse is 6-1. 9-5 on the 2 half hoping. But this horse has burned some money as well. Jockey trainer combination on the 2 is only 6%. So Jonathan Wong has got the 6 horse All, who's Equinedge's top pick, broke its maiden last time out for $8,000. Only 5% of horses come back to win after breaking their maiden. And this horse only broke its maiden by a quarter of a length. So this on paper is just a very, very tough race. So if you take the SOR, it's just dominant of the 1 and 2. So because of that reason, unless their form was really bad, I probably would lean towards here. But I like the 1 horse. Second off the layoff, it is coming back pretty quickly, but I think I like the 1 the best. What's up, Tony? We just got going. You didn't miss anything. There's the light over at Golden Gate. So tough race. Ramos brings this 1 horse right back off of the claim for $4,000. I think the thing that we have to, there's not a lot of pace, but the 1 horse isn't going to be far off the pace. 6 horse going to be on the outside, but the 3. What about the 3 horse? I mean, 3 just broke its maiden for 8,000 and barely hung on against a weaker group. So this is where class really comes through. Hard for me to take the 3 when it barely hung on against an easier group. We'll go to Laurel after this, but we've got Golden Gate Fields race number 3 here. Again, I like the 1 best. The 1 and 2 have the class.
Half Hoping is loaded to post position number 2.
Yeah, I'm still on the 1 and 2. That's what I'm on. Let's see what happens here. Matt Zinnerman has the call. What's up, Mike?
Mia Selena in the blue jacket.
You know what? There wasn't an email, was there?
Mia Selena takes her spot. Here's All to the outside post, 2 back. Kiss Ride Goodbye to the rail. And to round out the field, Quick Time. Quick Time goes in. We're ready to go. And Lara. Good beginning for all the runners. Mia Selena up close to the pace. Rock and Roll Song right on the inside. Now going to take back. Mia Selena with a clear lead from Rock and Roll Song into second. Half Hoping to the inside. She runs in third. Then All. Quick Time in the green jacket. Second to last, just ahead of Kiss Ride Goodbye, who's at the back of the pack. A slow pace here for this sprint set by Mia Selena, who leads the way with a half mile to go. 5 lengths from front to back. And Mia Selena is the one to run down on the lead. Rock and Roll Song within a length of this leader, hitting the far turn run. Then comes Half Hoping, stays on the inside as they race around the turn. She's saving ground. All is 3 deep. Quick time wedge between that pair. And Kiss Ride Goodbye is angled to the outside. She's in the clear now and tries to run on in the clear. Hitting the quarter pole, Mia Selena is the one to run down. Still in front and does it well from Rock and Roll Song, who fuels the whip from second. All swings deep for the stretch drive. And Half Hoping is dropped back to trail right now. There's a furlong to go. All is gaining ground on Mia Selena, who's asked for her best. All
One and two did not run.
Stick drifts out down the lane, and Mia Selena keeps going strong. Mia Selena has done it in gate to wire fashion. All second, a little erratic down the street.
And you know how you get how that happens when you
full.
can't count on a pace. That's why pace is so important. But when you can't count on a pace, when you just don't know, and that's exactly what happens here. You just can't count on a pace. This horse was 41% last time out and didn't run, or will run third against a 36 group, comes up against a 48 group here. That was just a bad group. In my mind, that shouldn't even have been a 48 SOR. That was like off. Yeah, no, Bill, but Mike's right. The emails are supposed to come. They're supposed to come. So, all right, Remington Park race 2. I think we had a horse pop up, didn't we? Yeah, you're on the B list. No, for sure. Hey, Bill. No, for sure, Dan. By the way, at Remington Park, yeah, the 6 horse popped up. Also, Gulfstream Park, race number 10. But we've got Laurel next. So let's go to Laurel. And then they're in the paddock for race 4 at San Anita. That's coming up in 10 minutes. But let's get out and see what we got over at Laurel, see if there's anything there.
1 minute.
Okay, so look, we can easily eliminate these horses, right? So now we're only looking at 4. Instead of handicapping 7 horses, we're handicapping 4. And you can see the SOR, strength of race. There's really no big difference. The pace, you can see that the 7 horse probably has a little bit of an advantage, but not a lot. And so it really depends on how aggressive the jockey wants to be.
Now the starting gate for the 10th.
So I would look to see, 5 is dropping in some categories. This horse
Our next live racing day here at Laurel Park.
is
Friday,
dropping.
starting
The
5
2
Friday,
horse.
post time 12:40. Moving in, race 10.
I would probably like the 2 horse. 7 to 5 on the Equinedge morning
post
line,
1.
and won't be too far behind
Color
the
of
pace.
Cloud.
Seems like the 2 horse is the horse to beat. I would probably do it. For me, it'd be a 2-1.
Dixieland Dancer.
No, well, good question, K2. That's a good question. I probably look at pace more in sprint races than I do going long, but I think it's equally important. But I could see why you'd ask that. Let me know how that horse does. Who won race number 8 at Fairgrounds? Did it go off yet? The 7 horse had popped up on the email.
Waiting for Bourbon Gypsy. Riders off. Goes in. 2 to load, Mexicali Rose and Hurricane Director.
No, you know what happens, honestly? It really comes down. I'm looking for like 3 or more metrics to line up. I'm looking for, if I can get 3 or more metrics to line up on a horse, now I know I have a key horse. Honestly, this weekend's been tough. Races have been very, very tough. Look at the long shots. You'll see.
Off. Hurricane Director and Mexicali Rose first firing out of the gate together.
2 broke slow.
Dixieland Dancer pushing through
And
between horses.
It's not like this horse has a huge class advantage.
The
so that
is Bourbon Gypsy, followed by Color of a Cloud to the back of the
pack. But it's getting a little lucky right now.
Is the trailer.
It's because the 8 horse is pressing the 7.
Turn the neck in front past that 4 furlong mark from Mexicali Rose out of the rail. 3 lengths back.
It's never a good sign too when like you're checking back
and try to pick it up from the back of the pack. Now the outside is 2 who's
4
deep.
2 is swimming right
Dixieland Dancer, Dixieland Dancer coming nicely from the second flight. Continuing up front, Mexicali Rose and Hurricane Director. Mexicali Rose gets the neck in front. At 23.49 opening quarter mile. They make that turn for home past the quarter pole. And here's Mexicali Rose getting away from Hurricane Director. And out in the center of the track is Dixieland Dancer is in third. Charging hard now. Dixieland Dancer and Mexicali Rose. Got a 3-length gap to close and 1 furlong left to go. Mexicali Rose trying to hold on.
7's lugging out, 5's lugging in, but you're not going to catch the 7.
Hard, but it's Mexicali Rose. Yana Viles with the double. Mexicali Rose to win a couple of lengths. Dixieland Dancer was second. Hurricane Director was third. Color of a Cloud fourth.
All right. Let's take a look at these horses here at Santa Anita. I'll be right back.
At the beach, down the back stretch, and it's Bonita Leona leading by almost 2 lengths to Marie. Life at the Beach moving through along the inside, and a gap of 10 back to Suetta's Ghost. They passed the half-mile pole. Bonita Leona a length and a half in front. Marie tries to cut into the margin second. Lila at the Beach third. It's a distance to Suetta's Ghost at the 5/16. Bonita Leona still leads it by a length and a half. Marie pushed along, trying to close the gap within 3/4 now and coming after her. Lila at the Beach is in third. Turning for home, Bonita Leona and Marie. Marie now powers to the front. 3/16.
Nice claim of this 3-horse.
Opens up a length on Bonita Leona in second. Then Lila at the
Really
Beach
nice
in
claim.
third. A 1/16 of a mile to run. And Marie pulls away now. And it's going to be Marie with another comfortable score. Marie cruises in by more than 3 lengths.
Nice $20,000 claim, right?
Bonita Leona.
3-6.
Suetta's Ghost came from nowhere to be in a photo with Lila.
All right, we've got 3 minutes before race number 10 at Gulfstream Park. All right, I got my coffee, got a cigar. Win percentages are top win percentage is only 18%. I can tell you, never play a horse, bet it like a big favorite like this that's only 18%. Like, it is 6-5 on the Equinedge morning line, though, and I respect that. Plus top Equinedge pick, but man, and remember we talked about these second-time starters. They just burn money. You have to be careful with them. Irad Ortiz jumps aboard, though, so I can see how this horse would be tempting. But I don't know. I wonder if there's another horse that we can lean on here. GSR. How about this horse? We've got this horse at 20-1. Right now, it's being bet to 5-1. Could we really be that far off? Going on the turf. I don't like horses that switch like this. They go from dirt to turf like that personally. Unless they're like top caliber horses. What's up, Karina? Joe, I'm looking right now. I'm looking right now. The 9-horse, Open the Gate. I kind of like the 7-horse, Super Duper Ready, because this horse is going on the turf for the first time. Only 2 lifetime races. They taking blinkers off? Let's see. Nope. Going on the turf course for Mark Cassie. Jockey trainer combination. Edwin Gonzalez is good. This horse had the 10-hole last time out, and looked like this horse was near the lead, and now goes on the turf. There's really nothing much in here. I think the 7 can rate. I would probably lean towards the 7 in what appears to be a really tough race. Luis Saez, Kelly Bream on the 2-horse. This horse is going up 10 points in GSR. So this jockey trainer comment, I don't like that they're only 8%, but I would think the 2-horse. I like the 2 and the 7. That's what I'm leaning towards. They're coming onto the track over at Golden Gate Fields. Golden hour day today. So we'll do a golden hour pick 4 and daily double. That starts in race number 7 at Santa Anita Park. So we got plenty of time to hang out together. It's 26 minutes before race number 5
the Sunday
from
finale.
Santa Anita. Aqueduct race number 10, the 1 horse popped up on the email. Fairgrounds race 9, the 4. I mean, look at these win percentages. I mean, that's telling you. So you have to find other things. 6 horse gets Irad, no doubt about it. Mark Casse has both the 6 and 7. Could Mark Casse hit the exacta box? Could. Top Equinedge 2 picks. Maybe do an exacta box 6-7. I really do like the style of this 2. I think the 2 is coming up to a very good race. I like 2-7 best. I would probably maybe do like a 2-6-7 exacta box. Yeah, he has been, Tony. Man, he was so on fire a few months ago, wasn't he? The horses are on the track over at Golden Gate Fields. Throw out this horse. Let's do it. I'm going to start using the ticket generator a little bit too. We'll see what happens. So it's using 2-6-7. I saw that 4 horse as well. I don't think the 4 horse is going to win the race, but I did think that the 4 horse would be a horse that maybe could get up for the money. This horse. So this horse was in a straight maiden last time out. Went up to a 50 SOR, drops back in class, and it ran pretty good. It certainly has turf breeding. I would imagine that this 3 horse might run better. This would be my long shot play, would be the 3 at 12-1. Matt Dinnerman likes the 3 horse, who's 2-5 over the 1 and 5. So the 13 from the outside, I would imagine Tyler is going to send this horse. Right? And it's the Equinedge long shot as well. I don't love the horse. All right, loading into the gate.
At the gate. It's now post time.
I like chalk. I'm eating chalk right now. 2-6-7 exacta box. The 3 would be my long shot play.
5-2 favorite is number 6, Something Right. Also 5-2.
That's right.
9, open the
Hey,
gate.
we're just getting started. I'm excited to just handicap
5-2
horses.
money for number 2.
Hopefully we get some luck
Candy.
today, and we're just gonna just chill. We're gonna play the golden hour and just have some fun. So
Open the gate.
it
It's
is.
ready now.
Look,
Pass
you
to
know, if I
victory,
love
getting
something, I'm
set.
gonna come and tell you guys I love this horse. But I mean, these races this weekend have been really tough. I mean, and you can see
Now
that. Look, the top
Spiteful
win
Jackie.
percentage in this race is 19%.
Uncaptured Grays.
And then there's no pace. It makes it, you know, I always say this, the thing is doing its job. Either don't play the race or spread, right? the system is doing its job, telling you the race is wide open. And watch, I guarantee you're gonna have 6 horses that are coming down the stretch together, probably.
Waiting for Jamie's Warrior and Something Right.
The rail's out as well, so I can tell you that lean towards tactical speed for sure. Coming from too far back is just not going to happen with all these horses and the rail being out like this.
Something White. And Jamie's
and all of the 13 has some speed. It's got to come from that outside post. I don't like the 13. I think the 6 horse might clear with Irad. The more I'm looking at it, because that 13's on the outside there. We'll see.
Jamie's Warrior and the 10th.
We're Jesse.
Renegade.
Jesse, we're going to do some stuff like that. That's coming, brother. That's coming. I'm with you. We just have so much stuff we're programming right now. I can't get to everything that I want to get to.
Runners away. From the center, Something White begins well. Down at her inside, Uncaptured Grace is on the go early. Uncaptured Grace.
You see now the 13 horse? Watch this. This 13 horse has no choice but to go 4 wide.
Jamie's Warrior angles over.
The jockey, Goffleon, did a really nice job, actually. That was a really good job. Now let's see if the horse can rate as this.
Back to Path to Victory, racing together with
one of the horses bolted. I think that was the 9 or the 11.
And they run around the first turn, Uncaptured Grace and Hector Barrios clear by almost 2. Last Heroine is on the outside of Something Right there, second and third. Wide around the first turn was Touch of Love. She's now into 4th. Up between horses and open the gate along the rail, Lynn Pier. Jamie's Warrior got shuffled back.
Yep.
Wide on the course and Path to
Lengths
Victory.
beating
Just
that average SOR. Yeah, I'm looking at that as well.
Ready and 4 to the trailer, Spiteful Jackie.
Are you the one that brought that up to me, Jesse? Because somebody brought that up to me before.
They leap the backstretch and get ready to move to the far turn. It's Uncaptured Grace in front 3 parts of length. Something Right is angled in for a clear shot.
That they really slowed down. I mean, that 4 horse and 6 horse. I mean, they slowed. I don't know how you come from behind after that, especially with this rail out. You said that slow a pace with the rail being out. I don't know who's going to come from behind.
Ready Candy as they run to the top of the stretch. 3 quarters, 113 and 4. Something Right on the outside. Uncaptured Grace toward the inside. They drop the gloves and kick on. These 2 without 3 better than Lynn Pier, third with 1/8 of a mile to go. Uncaptured Grace trying to fight off Something White. Something White draws up alongside. These 2 continue to kick. Uncaptured Grace inside. Something Right on the outside. Something Right in front. Something Right wins by
6-4, and that one horse ran huge.
Third. Jamie's Warrior 4th. Photo for 5th between.
Big long shot. Who was that? A horse with a good pace number. I've seen these horses do that before. Look at that. You can't find that horse unless you see that pace number, really. And the jockey took that horse back a bit and then made a little bit of a run just to get in the money. That was good. Watch out for those top pace numbers, especially in a race where there's not a lot of pace. And the top win percentage is only 19% in the 2. So the top equine pick wins. 7 never ran. I don't know why. I never even saw it in the race. But look how many horses were, look at what happened. The rail was out, no pace. The 4 and the 6 get the lead. And who could have seen the 4 getting the lead? This horse has never gotten the lead before. How good Hector Barrios? He's very aggressive. He did a really good job getting that horse to lead because that horse, at least in the last 8 races, hadn't even been close to the lead early on. But still not good enough. The 6 horse, something Right. Second time starter, ran really good. Irad Ortiz, Mark Cassie. Disappointing effort from the 7. Look at this. This is the I had the 1 eliminated, but look at this. This, if you put a $12 trifecta on there, it comes up with 2-6, with 2-4, 6-7, with 1, 2, 3, 4, 9. So on a $12 ticket, it hit. Let's see if 8 would have hit. I don't think it would have used the 1. Holy crap, $8. It did. All right, let's try 6. No. So $8 hits you that trifecta. Crazy. Automatically, no changes. Thank you, Stronach Group. All right, Acoustic Shadow. I have a note back. Off a slight layoff. That's not that great of a note. All right. 1 to 5 right now. 55%. Equinedge morning line 2 to 5. And the 5 horses got some substance for sure. I mean, this looks like cold shock to me. This 5 could get away. I would here's how I would play it. I mean, there's only 4 horses in the race, but I would do a bigger exacta 3-5 and then come back with a saver, smaller 5-3. Or you might want to bet the 5 to win. That actually makes more sense. So you would do a 3-5 exacta and come back with and then maybe bet the 5 to win a little bit.
They've loaded Coco's Mob, the big favorite, Acoustic Shadow. Post 3.
I would think the 1 horse will get third. I don't know if there's a trifecta in here, but
coming up, post
probably
position
not.
number 4, and to round out the field, City Glitter to complete the quartet as we kick off the late pick 5 here, everybody.
The Aqueduct email horse. Let's see.
Working with
was the 1 horse.
Come up to the gate.
And Fairgrounds was the 4 horse.
City Glitter.
Is good betting race at San Anita? All right, we got that coming up next.
And we're off in a stumble at the break for the favorite. Acoustic Shadow drops back to trail after the stumble. Coco's Mom from the inside puts the pedal to the metal, but City Glitter coming out of sprint race.
Oh, you got it, Bobby, of course. Anytime.
Those 2 want to. Coco's Mom takes it to City Glitter in the first quarter mile here, and Coco's Mom is the pace setter. City Glitter is going to delegate the track from second. Lots of Blank, the longest shot in the race, is third, and the big favorite Acoustic Shadow joins her now in fourth. 3 lengths off the pace. 3/4 of a
Don't
mile
these
to go.
jockeys,
Coco's
they
Mom, the
need
pace setter.
Equinedge, right? They need to know that they're on the fastest horse in the race. We'll see if the 5 can handle coming from behind, but the 5 was the fastest horse.
Shadow a clear third down the backside. Coco's Mom, the leader, City Glitter coming up to apply
Awesome,
some
Evan.
mild pressure.
How are you,
Coco's Mom in front of half length from City Glitter. Acoustic Shadow third, 2 lengths off the pace with lots of blink. They continue to run together as they approach the 4-turn run. Coco's Mom
3's being really asked right now after that break.
From City Glitter, who's still in the second position. Acoustic Shadow third on the outside of Lots of Bling. And now Acoustic Shadow, I'll tell you what, her rider wants her to pick it up. The 3 to 5 favorites got to turn it around here as they come to the pole. Inside Coco's
How about this layoff horse, the 4? Lots of Bling.
Right there. Lots of Bling is
if
third.
you had the 4 horse, you're going to get Lots of Bling.
Is back and forth in an
and the jockey looks like he can win.
And she is well behind now as they come down the stretch here. Acoustic Shadow, she's trying to get into it, but Lots of Bling gets the jump. Lots
4
of
horse
Bling,
race, longest shot on the board.
Coco's Mom is beaten.
4-5.
Acoustic Shadow, whose runners C race today, and Lots of Bling is the longest shot in the race. She'll
4-3.
score under Irving Orozco. City Glitter in the photo for second with Acoustic Shadow, and Coco's Mom was 4th.
All right, what do we got coming up here? 4 horse. I mean, the horse coming off a long layoff did have a 15% win chance, and the 3 horse broke terribly bad. I mean, not the worst pick in the world, really, right? If you're going to beat the 3 horse, I guess you could beat it with a horse like this for Wayne Baker. What happened at Remington Park race number 2? Eight horse, big long shot. Over at Fairgrounds, the 4 horse has a look. So maybe take a look at that horse. Big GSR on the 4. So look at that horse. We're going to get to Santa Anita. Let's do a pick 4. It's not a celebratory cigar yet, Bill, but it's going to be. We're going to hit this golden hour pick 4. But the races are tough. I mean, look, every race we go to, look at the top win percentage here. 18%. It's crazy. But we'll find some scores. Yep, late pick 4, Gary. Just for you. So you know the top GSR wins 25% of the time alone. But the problem with Naismith is, in my opinion, here's my opinion. And actually, I did have some notes in this race. Unfortunately, I want to use staging, but I'm waiting for Brad to fix the live odds, because live odds, it's hard. Isn't it hard to handicap and you don't see the live odds? I hate it. But here are my notes. You can see there's a lot of speed in here, and I eliminated some of those horses. The 1, 2, and 4, extremely fast. And I really do think Naismith wants the lead. I really do. And I put a note on the 2 if it can clear, but I don't know that it can clear. But I think Van Dyke's going to send, but maybe it doesn't need the lead. It's just my opinion, but I don't know for sure. And it's been off since April. So it's a hard one to judge. It's only raced a couple of times. And look at the win percentages. Top win percentage, 18%. 8 horses, extremely fast. If I was going to take one of the pace horse, I would imagine Van Dyke's going to send this 2 horse as hard as he can. What's up, Cindy? So let me tell you what I remember about the 7 horse. Here's my, by the way, the 9 is training tremendously. The Giants Candy. Also, we know about first-time starters, and you got a wide open race. So the 9, though, first-time starter Equinedge long shots are dangerous. The 3 horse is also, I thought, very live as well. First-time starters got a ton of sprint pedigree on the turf. Sprint pedigree, period. We'll look at the GSR Plus and you'll see. Again, if I have a strong opinion, I told myself, I really don't want to give horses when I don't have a strong opinion. So I'll just talk about it and everyone can make their own decisions, okay? But Famous Star, here's what I'll tell you I remember about the 5. The 5 horse, Famous Star, has got a 7-2 Equinedge morning line. Pratt jumps aboard for John Sadler. I just didn't like the breeding, but they're 37%. It's a 51 GSR. But in sprint races, starting out, I don't know. They're all in the 50s. Like, this horse is not that well bred, but it doesn't mean it's not one of those fluke horses that has speed and is fast. So possibly for me, the Equinedge long shot, the 9, and the 7 horse Admiral Halsey. Here's the thing. I watched this last race on 225, and this horse is going to be near the lead. It really had a rough trip, had to check back. We'll see if Rispoli can do something with this horse. We'll see. But this horse must be looked at. The 3 horse has been scratched. See, we're not even updating scratches here, are we? Hold on here. It has? Was it a late scratch? Are we talking about Irish Prophet at Santa Anita? I don't see the scratch anywhere. No, 3 horse is not scratched. All right. The 7 horse, if this horse can rate a little bit, and it can be behind the speed. If it tries to duel, I just don't know what Rispoli is going to do. Do you? I don't. But if I had to bet one horse, I'm taking the 7 horse. I like the 7 and 9. Vladimir Sarin takes over on this 1 horse, but this horse is fast and has the rail, so I didn't like it. For me, I would probably do a 3-7-9 exacta box for me. But again, and you can see, I mean, the favorite's the 8 horse, not surprisingly, but it needs the lead as well. And let's take a look at the horses. But 3 is 20-1, 7 horses 5-1. The 7 can rate a little bit, and I think it's going to need to. And if Rispoli tries to go to the lead, like if that's going to be his strategy from the gate, then he's screwed. The 9 horse is getting bet, first time starter, and the horse is training tremendously, and it's the Equinedge long shot. So I would strongly consider the 9, and it looks good on the track. Looks very professional. You would never look at that horse really and say, hey, this is a young horse. I mean, it has a nice body. It looks fit, looks ready to go. People are overbetting the 8 horse. They want to bet something, so they're overbetting it. So Cindy says, watch out for the 5. Yeah, I mean, the breeding stinks, but I agree with you, Cindy. I don't like the breeding of this horse. That 3 looks fantastic. 22-1. Way outlooks those odds. Looks happy, not on his toes. Looks really good. Very nice. Very calm. Doesn't look like a first-time starter, right? The 5 horse, the gray, did look really good. Just the breeding isn't that great, but it's training fast. But it was second best to a horse that wasn't that great. I forget who it was, so I don't know. Maybe the connections are getting the 5 horse bet. Again, I probably, would bet. I have not been hot this weekend, so I want to be careful I don't push you on anything. But we don't know how the 2 is going to run. Can the 2 shove and maybe show a lot of speed and clear? Speed kills speed. The 1 horse is getting bet, and we know the 1 is fast. You take the breeding of the 5 horse over the 3. Let's take a look. No. I mean, clearly the breeding on this 3 horse. That doesn't mean that the 5's not going to beat the 3. Maybe the 3's not ready. I don't know. But overall, I'd take the breeding on the 3 than I would the 5. Based on our GSR plus. I mean, nothing, there's no breeding tool that's perfect, but I've never seen a better breeding metric than the GSR. I've never seen it. But I got a buck, Cindy, that says the 3 beats the 5. It's just for some action. The reason I'm not betting is because I've been cold. So that's why I'm not betting. What's up, Catherine? Always the best attitude. I think this 9 horse, like we're looking at all these horses that have run before. We know there's a lot of speed. You always root for a trainer like Ron McAnally, class act. Thank you, K2. Thank you very much. You guys will have this view, I'm hoping next week, but the worst case, the week after. So you can see this new view and this new view of also handy view. You can see this horse, this 8 horse. Look at this. Always breaks on top pretty much. And look at this. First call, even when it didn't break, first call, it's always in the lead. I mean, this is a very, very fast horse. I guess speed kills speed, but this horse will have to clear. If it doesn't, and the 1's fast, 2's fast. So if I'm taking any front runner in this race, it would be the 8 for sure. And if it gets the lead early, then it can probably win. I will say that. And it's 2-1 right now. But there's some fast horses. Neither one ran good, Oldie. You know, one of the things you want to do in a situation like this too, whenever you have a horse, when you have a race like this, do you know how many times you're going to beat the favorite? When you have a race like this where the win percentages are so close and you have a horse that's getting bet really low, I mean, seriously, most of the time, just don't use the horse. I like the 7 as well. I'm with you, Catherine. You know, Tony, that I've been on Brickyard even when nobody was on that horse 2 races back. I've been on that horse. It's the fastest horse in the race. The 4 horse is very fast, though. I don't know how fast the 4 horse. First of all, I'm pretty sure Brickyard Road is the fastest horse on the grounds early. I'm pretty sure that's the case. How it's going to do down the hill, I don't know. I'm choosing the 1 horse in that race, though, to come from behind. It's Oldie. I watched the race. It can rate a little bit. It can rate a little bit, but it doesn't want to be strangled. So there's going to be so much speed in here that there's a chance the 7 could win this. For me, if I'm forced to make a bet on a horse, it would 100% be the 7. It would be the 7.
Looking sun.
Here's the thing. The 1 horse is getting a bug aboard and needs the lead and is on the inside. So you know the 1 is sending, right? There's no question. With all that speed, the 2 needs the lead probably, right? The 8 needs the lead. Who knows what Umberto's going to do with the 7? Is he going to try to send this horse? I hope not. If that happens, somebody's coming from behind, and it won't be these top 4 horses. It could be a horse like the 5, or it could even be the 3 horse that I like. Justin likes 4, 6, 9. That's not a bad bet. It's really not a bad bet. Because if that speed stops, these horses are coming from behind. Oh, I didn't do a pick 4. I'm sorry. Let's try to get it in. What? I'm leaving these horses out. You know what? You might even, seriously, like, you might even not single, but use maybe the 7 and 9 only in this because they're in the top equine edge picks. You might even just use those 2 horses. You might. This 3 horse was scratched, so this 4 horse doesn't have much to beat. This first time starter. I think this boisterously Irish could win the race. 5's burned a lot of money. I didn't like that horse. I think the 7 wants longer, and the 8 poor GSR. I think the 4 horse could go gate to wire in this race. There's not much speed in there. I would cover 2 horses in here. Then this horse has burned money. Maybe it sounds crazy, but maybe even single the 4. Oh, it's already taken off.
Willingly along the rail, just 3 lengths off the lead. Another 3 back to the Giants Candy, who's settled a length and a half in front of Daniel's Magic. Then Take Action, an Irish Prophet at the back. Around the far turn, Mubtada, Naismith, Even Terms. Trainer Please cruises up to them while 3 wide. Admiral Halsey on hold at the rail. Then comes Famous Star, 5th, 4 lengths off the lead. Another 3 back to Daniel's Magic as the field turns for home. Muptada cuts the corner and takes the lead from Trainer Please. Now Admiral Halsey has clear shot on the outside and is starting to close some ground as Naismith backs up. Muptada, 2-length lead past the 16th pole over Trainer Please and Admiral Halsey. Muptada.
They gave this one an easy lead. Incredible.
By a little more than a length.
Incredible.
Admiral Halsey second. Trainer Please third. Daniel's
Shocked.
Magic finished with some interest. Fourth, fifth.
7 ran good, but we know it probably wants the lead. Like that would be a note on the 7, but they gave the one the lead with the bug. Shocking. From the rail, with all that speed in the race to win, incredible. Nice call, Oldie. I'm shocked that horse won that race, honestly. Whoa. Came in 1-7. 1-7-8, I think. Ryan Curatolo gave that horse a really nice ride. All right, 2 more races before we start the Golden Hour. Only 8 races at both Golden Gate Fields and Santa Anita. No, 9 didn't run. You hit the try, Eric? Nice try. I wonder what this would pay. Let's see here. Look a little bit closer. So, trainer change. Vladimir Sarin takes over, adds the bug. In a wide open race, 15%. This horse goes gate to wire. I'm shocked this horse had the lead over the 8. That 8 has always been in the lead. First time it wasn't. Was the 9 washed out, Catherine? I didn't see that. Sprin's just a hell of a trainer. Always has been. It's almost impossible to win from the rail like that with all that speed. That's pretty incredible. Maybe that horse has a future. I don't know who did the I think the 9 came in like second last, so I think I owe Cindy $1. All right, let's do a pick 4 at Golden Gate Fields. So let's look at the trip that these horses are going to get. 7 has a low win percentage, has a wide post. You can see where they start here. And not likely. So I'm going to throw that horse out. And there's not like there's a lot of pace in here. Oh, staging's got odds now. Thank you, Brad. All right. Good. That makes my life a lot easier than switching back and forth on you guys. Plus, it's easier to view than me switching back and forth. All right. So here's what I don't like. So Evan Roman, first of all, Steiner's got he's been on fire. He's cooled off a little bit, but the horse is 9-5. Fridays at Shady's, and Evan Roman gets off the 3 horse and barely lost last time out, and that was a 52 group going the same surface and distance. Now this horse has been off a layoff, but Evan Roman has ridden this horse every single time. And look at one point, look at this horse rattled off 5 straight wins. If we look at the level, then they just really started to step it up with this horse. Look at this starter allowance. You see this starter allowance, $4,000. I mean, they found a crazy condition for this horse. I don't know. And plus, it's got the top SOR, of course. 9-5 on the Equinedge morning line on the 5 horse. Let's take a look. Has won 4 out of its last 5. Espinosa's been aboard for all 3 wins, and it's been near the pace. As far as pace goes here, the 1 horse from the inside is going to probably go to the lead. That's the Equinedge long shot. Torero jumps aboard. Horse couldn't get the lead last time out again at 20-1. So it was only, you want to throw that out. There's a higher likelihood this horse is going to have the lead here. And the 5 horse can rate a little bit. So the 5 is going to sit off the 1. I'm going to guess the 1 going away party is going to be on the lead. The 5 is going to be sitting second. But don't be surprised if this 1 horse goes a long way. And it's the Equinedge long shot. Maximilian, the 3. Evan Roman jumps off. You know, this horse is just very inconsistent. I know it ran good last time out, but this horse has burned a lot of money. You see it, the favorite, it's burned a lot of money. It did win one time here, 28 win percentage, 68 GSR. It's a 61 now, 52 group. And there was only 4 other horses. I lean against a horse like this, plus Evan Roman jumps off. So I would throw that horse out. The 2 horse, drops in win percentage. Now, I don't know why Espinosa didn't try to take the lead with this horse. I don't know what he was thinking. The jockey, Espinosa, was very aggressive on the 5 last time out. And the 1, for whatever reason, decided to take back, but was 20-1. And now this horse is 8-1, the 1. So I would think the 1's going to go a lot further. We'll see what happens. But I'm all over the 4 horse Fridays at Shady. That's what you've seen? Thank you, Jared, for telling me that. Thank you very much. I appreciate that. That helps me. Because when I'm looking at this and getting focused on handicapping, I miss that sometimes. Thank you for that.
He just tried.
So since I have live odds now, we have live odds, I'm going to just stick with staging. So I've gotten used to really reading this race view. It'll be an adjustment for you initially when you get this, but I guarantee you after a day, you're going to be happy with this. It's a lot easier to read. Jockey trainer combination on all of these horses is very good. I think the 1 and 5 could end up dueling, and the 4 is going to the 4 has no speed. but the 4 has class, so it'll be moved up a little bit more. I don't know. I mean, the 1 and 5 could go all the way. I guess that could happen as well. I think the 1's going to run better for sure. I'm all over the 4. I think they caught an amazing condition here. I think it's going to come in 4-5-2. That's what I'm leaning towards. 4-5-2. So I would probably go like this if I'm playing a horizontal. Something like that. It's covering an all in here. Let's see. Wide open race. Got to add this. Just do an all in here. What a wide open race that is, huh? Top pace. First time starter. That's what I would do for a pick 4. I respect the connections here on Big Story. But drops in GSR, I think maybe they're giving this horse a race. All right, that's what I would do. It's 4 horses, 9-5 right now. And so is the 5. You got it, Evan. My pleasure. Got about 2 minutes to get in your wagers. You know, this 2 horse is a special. I would say this 2 horse is a specialist for sure at this surface and distance. I think that this horse will probably be in the money. I don't know. Is the 5 going to let the 1 go? I don't know. The 1's on the rail. The 1 is being sent. If it doesn't, this is the problem. If it doesn't, then the 5 gets an easy lead, and then you're not catching the 5. That was the 5 at 2-1. I would put everything on the 4 to win, but you could do a cover bet 5-4. But I would imagine the 4 will be at least second. But I think these conditions fit this 4 horse perfectly. All right, they're at the gate. Eight to 5 right now on the 4. 5's no joke, though. I mean, 4. This is most likely a 4 or 5 exacta box. I mean, I actually think that's pretty safe. But right now, the 4 is just getting hammered. But I don't ignore the 5.
Going away party to the inside post is loaded. Known to post position number 2. Here's Max at $1 million. Fridays at Shady. Far West coming up.
I don't think the 4 doesn't have any speed, but the 4's got some class. So I would imagine the 4 won't be further back than 4 or 5 lengths. And if it's even closer than that, then the 4 is gone.
Working with Far West to take his spot in the gate.
Evan, you like the 3? I don't like the 3.
Far West goes in.
Yeah, five.
Big boy.
5's definitely a must use.
Position number 6.
I just think that, I mean, the $4,000 starter for the 4 for its comeback, I don't know. This seems easy.
Megabeister's in. We're ready to go. And Lara. And there was a roar from the crowd as the field left the gate. Going away party from the inside. He's going to go and snatch the lead from Far West, who's back in the second spot early. Birdie's Big Boy third, hitting the clubhouse third, followed by Friday's at Shady. Max at a Million slips inside of him. Megameister is second to last early, and Known takes a spot at the back of the pack, well off a decent pace, and that pace is being set by Going Away Party. Going Away Party flees from the pack early, leads by a length and a half from Far West, and a good tracking spot from second. Max at a Million, he's third with Birdie's Big Boy. Then Friday's at Shady, 5 lengths off the lead in the green jacket, 2.5 clear of Known, who moves through to be level with Megabeister at the back of affairs as the 7 runners make their way down the backside and towards the half-mile pole. Going Away Party leads the parade in the first leg of the late pick 4, still a length and a half clear of Far West. Max at a Million third to the inside, down on the fence. Bernie's Big Boy loses his spot. He's fourth, joined by Friday's at Shady. Bernie's Big Boy under a hard ride. He's losing ground. Looks like he calls it an afternoon. Known as second to last, tries to pick off rivals. 6 lengths behind, under a ride, swings to the outside. He's in the 3-pack, gaining some ground, but under the whip. And at the back, Megameister, he's been outrun as they hit the top of the lane. Going Away Party asked to keep pace. Far West cruises up alongside of him and grabs the lead coming off the turn. Friday's at Shady continues to cling on here. He's in within range now, coming down the center of the track. Far West coming to the 16th pole in front. Friday's at Shady second. Can't quite get to Far West, who keeps finding more of the lead. He's 4 for 4 in his last 4 races. Far West gets the job done. Friday's at Shady second. No,
that 4 will improve next time out too, off the layoff. But
Max at a Million fifth.
I mean, very exactly what we thought. 1 or 2 would be third. 2 ended up going off at 10-1 as well. It could have done a superfecta for that matter, huh? 4-5, 4-5 with 1-2. All right, we got some booms. I mean, it's chalky. Who cares? It's a win, right?
Number 5, Far West first. Second, number 4, Friday's at Shady. Third, number 2, Node. Fourth, number 1, Going Away Party. 5, 4, 2, 1. Your top 4.
You know, one thing to remember, and that is, even in a race like this where there's not a lot of horses in the race, and you get a win, it can really get some momentum. So, you know, you can build that up. So this horse is in really great form right now. Ran a good race, but I mean, you're that exact. I don't know what's going to pay, but not much. But I mean, that superfecta was for the having, right? 4-5, 4-5 with 1-2 with 1-2. I'll tell you what, that 4 ran a really good race off the layoff. You got it. Yeah, well, it creates momentum. So that's okay. That's all we want right now. We just want to create momentum. Race number 6. Race number 7 starts the golden hour. So we'll be playing that. Don't forget, if you're not sure, the golden hour is 15% takeout. The pools have been great. It covers 4 races, 2 and 2 from both Santa Anita Park as well as Golden Gate Fields. All happens in about 45 minutes. It's a wonderful bet. And it's really easy to play on Equinedge too. Right here. By just clicking on here, and then you can play it. Okay? Gives you 4 races, you can see. Boom. Click on that. And look at your notes transfer over as well. Great job, Brad. Okay? Then you can play it. It's a $1 denomination. So we'll look at that. All right. Santa Anita race number 6, though. So we have business here. Let's take a look at these horses real quickly. They're about to come onto the track. One to look at them. For sure, Jay. Jay, I don't have a best bet today yet. I'm looking as every race that I handicapped was between even both tracks were very competitive, or they were small fields. So I'm taking them as they come. You know how we do it, and so. But right now, I don't really have anything. But I can catch something last minute. Like we didn't do a show last week, but the week before that, you remember that 2 horse that we covered that I liked? Or initially, I'm like, I don't know, and then we got on the 2-4 exacta, and that thing paid really good. So, but looking at them on the track really makes a big deal as well to see, how they're acting. Are they on their toes? Believe me, I'll be the first to tell you if I love something. That's why I'm not betting right now. One's a beautiful horse. I wouldn't so much like the 2 on looks. 4 horses, you're lukewarm 2-1 favor right now. Looks okay. No, and that's smart too, Jay, right? If you're not feeling it or you're not hot, then just back off. And that's what I'm doing. 7 to me doesn't look great. I know they're long shots, but just physically, I didn't like the 2 or the 7. 8 looks good. On looks right now, I like the 1. And 9 looks okay. There's the 1. Really nice looking animal. Vladimir Serin going for 2 in a row on the 1. That's Vladimir Serin right there in the 1 hole again. 2 okay. 4 okay. Gary Barber, Steve Miotti, Flavian Pratt's aboard. I think what's happening with Flavian is everyone knows he's leaving, so what they're doing is building relationships with some of the other jockeys and giving them the mounts. That's what I think is happening. I don't think Flavian's getting the best mounts right now. Tournament, I didn't do very good. Papa Dromo is the one that won with that 3 horse, that Marie horse. That was a wonderful claim. I wonder if that horse got claimed out of its next. And there's the 8 Circle of Stars and the 9 horse right there. We can't really get a good look. That's one of my favorite jockeys, though, Tyler Bays. Don't be afraid to bet anything Tyler's on. I promise you that. All right. So let's take a look. I haven't heard anything, Oldie. I got to be honest, I'm bad about that stuff. Like I'm more of the guy that just wants to handicap races. I don't really follow that stuff very well. I really don't. I just like to handicap. And I wanted to create the best handicapping tool in horse racing. And I think we have, but I'm not satisfied at all. We have so much more to do. The programming just does take a long time. So I think this first-time starter who's getting bet is the horse to beat. And it looked good on the track. Gary Barber, Flavian Pratt, Steve Miotti, $20,000. these are faster works than Steve Miotti normally does. So the horse can probably run some. 9-5 right now. So I would take that 4 very seriously. The one horse I thought really looked good, and it's a second-time starter, and it veered out at the start coming in from Turf Paradise. And Vladimir Srin going for another win, and this horse is dropping from 30,000 down to this $20,000 level here. And these horses coming in from Turf Paradise have been running good. Have you noticed? So I would give the one another look. Equinedge long shot as well. So it is deadly, yeah. Who's going to go the lead? That's a tough one, right? Because we don't know. I'm gonna guess that the 1 or 4 is going to have the lead, not just because they're up here. It's because they have decent pace numbers for the group, but they also the 4 is a first time starter, so we're not as accurate with our pace number. And this horse had trouble. What's interesting about this horse, 19 lengths back, had trouble in the system saying it's going to be on the lead. So, and it's the Equinedge long shot. The reason you're getting 7-1 right now is because people can't see this horse on paper. So there's a chance that this one horse can probably run. So now we go, okay, we like the 1 and 4 some. Now you have to look at the other horses and go, okay, the 9 and 7 are dead on the board. Neither one of them really looked that great, especially the 7. I didn't like the 2. So what we're looking now is my note on the 5 is burned a lot of money. Extra distance helps a little bit. That's my note. But look at this horse. I mean, you're the favorite in both these races and you lose by almost 8 and 11.5 lengths. I mean, not with my money. Did something change? They had wings to this horse. I can't play that. I can't play that horse. Even if it wins, if I'm playing horses like this all the time, I'm going to lose every race. I don't see it. And has no speed. I don't know. It's 26%. It's the second top win percentage. The 8 horse, poor GSR. I mean, look at this horse. I mean, you see a lot of these horses getting overbet. Yes, it had a bad step and lost irons early, but it was also 20-1. Now it's supposed to all of a sudden run. I don't know. I guess it's because it's dropping from a straight maiden down to 20,000. I will say this though, Kristen Mulhall, she is a wonderful trainer. So maybe just the drop alone. I can't really catch anything with this horse based on the workouts. This workout back here on January 15th, 6-50, was pretty good. I just don't know. I would just say this. Just off the GSR alone, I can't bet this horse, right? Look. It's got a 35. I don't know. Yes, it's dropping in class. The 6 horse, it's also burned money. Look at this. Stumbled badly, yes. Tossed head to start here. What happened here? It didn't want to go 8 furlongs, most likely. It's a better sprinter. I don't know. It doesn't really get the pulse. I like the 1 and 4. I like 1 and 4. They're in the gate. Okay.
And they're off. For Love Not Money, Circle of Stars, Boisterously Irish, and on the inside, Mach 10, Hair on Fire. Those 4 battle it out with Bell My Bell in 5th, followed by Doritas Happy, mid-pack 5 lengths off the speed. Melgito and Talking Nonstop at the back. Mach 10, Hair on Fire passes the half-mile pole with a neck lead over Boisterously Irish in 2nd. A length back to For Love Not Money, a 3-wide 3rd. Doritas Happy, Bell My Bell are next. Then comes Melgito trying to make some headway, racing 2 in front of Circle of Stars and Talking Nonstop at the back. They're approaching the quarter pole. Mach 10, Hair on Fire, narrowly in front. For Love Not Money makes a 3-wide bid. And in between those two, Boisterously Irish is weakening a touch. They're joined by Doritas Happy. They're in the final furlong, and For Love Not Money loaded takes over. We'll have to fend off Doritas Happy in the late stages. For Love Not Money, Doritas Happy on the outside. Boisterously Irish not done, fighting gamely at the rail, but For Love Not Money made the winning
6, 4, 5,
and
1.
gets there. Boisterously Irish.
So the 6 finally gets there. 4 ran good. 6, 4, 5. So Cedillo jumps aboard, and this horse wins the race. Yeah, you got that, Pat? Nice, Pat. James got that. All right. Golden hour starts next. The only thing I'll say about that, look at this 6-horse broke on top. And it's never done that before. So that did help this horse win the race. So look, sometimes just a jockey change, I guess, right? Tossed head, sandwiched the break, stumbled badly, but and a good break by Cedillo. So good job, nice jockey change, good training by Mark Glatt. Maybe the issue with this horse has just been the break. I don't know. But it had a perfect trip and it won the race. Who cares about, yeah, Oldie, you're a fantastic handicapper. One day we're hot, the other day, you know, we're not. There's no way in this game that any of us are going to be consistent all the time. There's no way. All right. Golden Gate race number 6. So I didn't like the 8. I know you guys are going to be tempted because of that pace number, you know, and I'm not exactly on fire right now, but from what I saw, and I went back on the link feature, there's tougher here than last race. And this horse had like a 25-point pace advantage in the last race against easier and lost. And if you look at its SOR, it's the lowest. So I'm going to assume this horse is going to have the lead, but stop. But I wouldn't be surprised if the 5 horse had the lead because of that SOR. And it's not that much slower than the 8. And it's on the inside of the 8. So I'm not going to be surprised if Fuentes sends this horse. And this is, by all intents and purposes, this is it's a dropping class. So 6 horse has been in the money at this surface and distance all 4 tries. And there looks like there's going to be some pace between the 5 and the 8. And there's a new trainer here. So maybe give the 6 horse a look. 3 horse has got a new trainer as well, but has 0 speed. 0. These are really tough to use. And this horse finishes all the time. And this horse is 3/4 of the length away from being 3 for 3. But that was also on a synthetic track. Well, oh, that's a Golden Gate, excuse me. So yeah, maybe. Let's look and see if we can see what happened here. 8 furlongs, 8.5. I'm curious about this race here. This last race at 9 furlongs. I'm curious about the pace. Did it get a setup? So it lost to the 7 horse who was 72-1, who got the lead, who actually got the lead. This horse didn't get the lead. This horse was probably right there, and it was. So it looks like it was the only, well, the 5 closed, the 5 horse closed. It was the only horse to close. So we'll give it that. It doesn't look like the pace really materialized, especially when you get this horse who had a 32 in the pace and gets the lead. So Fuentes got on that horse, and Fuentes is very aggressive and got the lead. Here, where's Fuentes? Fuentes is on the 5. So you know he's going to probably send this horse. The 8 might be a little bit faster. We'll see, but the 5 horse has got some class. But if the 5 tries to go on the inside, the 8's going to duel with him. Thanks, Catherine. Yeah, I agree, Jesse. Hey, Bill. You know, and also what you have to worry about is the 3-horse just got claimed. So there's no guarantees that this 3-horse is going to run better. I will say this, Torero was aboard this horse in that 4 3/4 inch length victory. Let's look at that race. What happened? Did this horse get the pace? What you're looking for, you want to see cheap speed. Look for horses with top pace numbers but low SORs, right? That's cheap speed. So here's an example of that. The 4-horse in this race, right? And did not get the lead and had a very low SOR. And the 6-horse came from behind. This 3-horse should have ran a good race and didn't, but it did come back to run good. So what happened? So it dueled from the inside in this race. They didn't like it. So this horse does very well coming from behind. I didn't like the drop in GSR on the 7-horse, and the horse is dead on the board. But the connections are tremendous. It's 6-1 on the Equine Edge morning line. It's been off since October, but it's Steiner. And the horse is training tremendously. Really good, in fact. So maybe, just maybe, do a cover bet with this 7-horse, especially in a race where the favorite is the 3-horse, a new trainer, and has no speed. The 8-horse, we said we didn't like this horse, and the 5 and the 8 might duel. So, and the 6-horse is okay. It burned money as the favorite last time out. So you might consider the 7-horse. Big story. You might. I would give this horse another look as well. The 2, Gallant Warren. If I had to bet one horse in this race, I would bet the 2. It's got a decent win percentage in a race where, again, the top win percentage is 19%. And there looks like there's going to be speed between the 8 and the 5. So I like the connections. For me, I'd probably 2, maybe a 2-3 exacta, and maybe do a 2-3-7 exacta box. I'm going away from the 5, but again, I don't want to talk you off the 5, but the 8's fast as well. Are they going to duel up front? Fuentes is very aggressive, and he's on the inside now. You see what he did last time he was on the inside, right? When he had the rail last time out, he tried to shoot to the lead. By the way, though, I will say this. That was against easier. The more I look at this, the more I think that the 5 is sending. But the 8 has to send as well. But yeah, I like the closers in here. 4 is not really a closer, so I don't like the 4. I don't know what to make of the 6 because it lost last time out as the favorite. But I tell you what, look at this horse. I mean, this horse is, in its last 4 races, almost could have been undefeated. So I have something about this 7 I like, but I'd probably bet the 2. Horse popped up at Santa Anita. We'll talk about that. So as soon as we do this race, we're going to go to the golden hour. That starts in race number 7. We have a horse, so we'll see what happens. I remember kind of liking this 3-horse a little bit in race number 7. So in a wide open race, if you wanted to take a chance and not play too big of a pick 3, you could do something like this, right? You could cover the 3 and maybe the 2. I didn't love the 6-horse. Something like that. Maybe a pick 3 like that. 2, 3, 5, 6, 7 with 2, 3 with 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Which horse sold are you talking about? The 5? Yeah, the 5. Yeah, no, that's a good point. That is a good point. Again, it's kind of at the... It can rate a little bit, though. It can rate. I think, and Oldie's been hot. So, Oldie, you like the 5, right? Do you like the 5? 6 is getting a non-winners of 1 condition. I mean, 6, look at 6 is a nice horse as well. Yeah, Oldie likes the 5. So 5, 6 exacta box for Oldie. And Oldie's hot right now, so maybe stick with Oldie. I'll just be the commentator. I like the 2. Because I think that the 2 in the what's going on here? Hold on here.
Named out of that last race by trainer Ed Moger Jr. I like that Mohawk.
Oldie, who do you think is going to have the lead? I mean, we know the 5 can rate a little bit. The thing is the 8's really fast. So what could happen is the 5's not going to be too far back. And so what can happen is the 5 and 8 could go too fast up front. And that's going to set it up for these closers. I don't love the trainer switch of this 3. And that's why I'm kind of leaning more towards the 2. Also, you have a trainer switch on the 6 horse. There's no guarantees when that happens. Either way. Steiner takes over, and this horse is training really good. You know, I don't think the 7's going to win, but I think the 7 could be in the money. Again, I'm on the 2. I would do an exacta box 2, 3, and it's also Equinedge's picks because I think there's going to be some pace in here. And what I will say too about this horse has run its best races when it was close to the pace. So I wouldn't be surprised if Evan Roman took the 7 close to the pace, but it's going to be a fast pace. And the more I'm looking at this, I really think the 5 and 7 and 8. So the more I'm looking at this, I like the 2, 3, and 2 over 3, 6. So I would maybe do an exacta box 2, 3, 6, 2, 3 best, but the 6 is probably live as well. Jockey trainer combination for Ed Moger and Amador is 36%. So I mean, that's not bad. 4 wins in 11 races. So Ed, I'm guessing he likes this horse. And let's look at the workout since. 218 was the race. And so all of a sudden, so good spacing, that's fine. Just maintenance drills. That's a good sign. I'm liking, the more I look at that 6, the more I'm liking it as well. All right.
Red jacket,
good luck, you guys, in your betting.
Cat in the blue. We're ready to go.
Golden Hour next.
And they're off. slow break for Rock Till You Drop. Hopped in the air at the start. That's going to cost him. Rock Till You Drop well behind early. On Raglan Road, set hard for speed. So is Descartes. Trash Talking Cat. Julian Couton puts the pedal to the metal. They fly on the lead early. On Raglan Road with a narrow lead here. Trash Talking Cat still aggressively ridden around the turn to get up there with the leaders. And Descartes is between that pair. So a fast pace ensues on the lead. And that trio opens up 5 lengths on Manila Mischief and Big Story. Happy to sit off the wicked fast tempo. Gallant Warren towards the back. He's third last, in fact, ahead of Rocks and Salt. And Rock Till You Drop after the bad break is last. He's at least 20 lengths behind, maybe 22, 23 lengths off this wicked fast pace down the back stretch here. Inside on Raglan Road, Descartes between them, Trash Talking Cat. He's hard set to keep pace now, still flying out of the lead. This is going to set up for an off the pace horse, it appears. Great Story. He's under pressure. That's Big Story. He's losing position. There goes Gallant Warren, and following him is Rocks and Salt asked to go on the outside. He's making a move. Manila Mischief with that pair. He's under pressure, though, as Trash Talking Cat bows out of it. Rock Till You Drop trying to get going from the back. The leaders are giving way now. Let's see who gets the jump here. Rocks and Salt and Gallant Warren. They continue to go on as a pair, and they come off the turn together. Outside, Rocks and Salt making a bid towards the lead. Inside, Gallant Warren's fighting with them. Those two down the lane in a slugfest. Rocks and Salt on the outside. Gallant Warren coming up with his A effort today, but he's second now to Rocks and Salt, who has the lead close to home. Gallant Warren fighting second best. Rocks and Salt gets the win over Gallant Warren. Manila Mischief was next, and then came Rock Till You Drop in fourth, Descartes fifth.
Well, I mean, that happened just like we had hoped, right? I mean, I imagine there's some booms, right? What are you sorry for, oldie? Apologize. Are you kidding me? You've been winners the entire time. Look, it looked like pace, and then we got lucky for the. I mean, with the 4-horse, nobody did the 2-3 box. No one's playing with me right now, huh? No one trusts me. The 6-horse broke bad. You might want to watch for that 6-horse next time because it really made a move. There we go. Right? I mean,
Number 3, Rocks and Salt first. Second, number 2, Gallant Warren. Third, number 1, Manila Mischief. Fourth was number 6, Rock Till You Drop. Fifth, number 5, Descartes. 3, 2, 1, 6, 5.
That's how we.
5 finishers.
I mean,
race
look,
6. Please continue to stand by until the result.
The 5 was the favorite. The 3, 5-2, and the 2. That's how you utilize the pace numbers, and also the jockey. We know Fuentes is aggressive, and he got in between horses because I don't think any of us expected the 4-horse to be dueling like that. So that 6-horse broke terrible. That's a nice trifecta box, Eric. All right, we've got the golden hour now. All right, so let's go. Let's do this. There was. I don't think the 5 was ever going to win that race, honestly, Oldie, only because of the speed. Now, I mean, the 8 was fast. We knew the 8 was fast, right? And then the Fuentes is aggressive, and he was on the inside of that. I didn't expect the 4 to be on the lead, but you just don't know how pace is going to go, you know? The email horse at Santa Anita is the 2. So let's go to the golden hour now. All right. So it's a $1 denomination. So it'd be like playing a $50 pick 5 ticket, okay? Or pick 4 ticket. Now, the 1 gets the setup. And then the 2-horse, of course, Craig Lewis has been spotting this horse tremendously. I mean, he really has. So there's Chuck's ticket. Oh, just landed in Florida? Where? In Miami or Fort Lauderdale, Catherine? It's beautiful here right now. The weather's been great. There's spring breakers everywhere. Look, I have a note. The 7 is the Equinedge long shot. I get it. But here's my note on the 7. don't trust. So I'm not going to get caught up in the Equinedge long shot. However, this 5 horse can run. And I think people are having a hard, but look at this horse. I mean, this horse is right there every single time. Is it going to beat this group? I don't think so. I really don't think this horse wins this race. But I do think this is the type of horse that's going to get third. I think this race is between the 1 and 2, just like the top 2 Equinedge picks say. That's what I think. This 1 horse is going to finish. And that last race was against some tough competition at grade 3. And it got second against 7 other horses, and it broke last down the hill. Down the hill. I think it's probably, this is the 3rd race off the layoff as well. Well, no, it wasn't a layoff. I take that back. But I think this horse is probably fit and ready to go. I wanted some maintenance drills, I'm assuming, right here. Yep, last couple of works are just maintenance drills. I'm guessing this horse is doing very well, and the 2 is going to be flying. Look how fast the 4 is. The 4 is fast. 93 on the pace. So Jet Evader is going, I think. I would imagine. And Maldonado's aggressive. So I would imagine the 4 is sending, and that could soften up the 2. I like the 1 over the 2, but I would use those 2 horses. You know, I like the 2 and the 2's kind of dead on the board. Hey mate, the Equinedge long shot. We've got about 8 minutes, so we're okay in time. Just maybe let me know if the race is coming up. Maybe about a minute before you think they're at the gate. All right, please. And then, well, I will say this about Evan Roman and Bill McLean. They're only 4% jockey trainer combination. Look at another race with the top win percentage is only 22%. And this horse is fast. War Games. Can it go gate to wire? It's going to have the lead, isn't it? I mean, maybe this is not a horse to ignore. And the 2's dead on the board. And the 3's your 6-5 favorite. I really like the 3. There's going to be some pace in here. There is. I just don't know that I expected this horse to be 6-5. All right, I'm going to go on to a different race real quickly. So California Kook. I don't have a note on that horse. Let's see here. It's going up 9 points in GSR, which is good. Coming back at the same level. It's stretching out. So it wants this distance in a race where there really is no key horse. I can't disagree with you at all, Chuck. I can't. I think that maybe this deserves an all. There's no way we're playing a $240 ticket. Look at this. Another race where the top win percentage is only 26%. Evan Roman, I mean, they're 4%. But you got to be careful because the system is taking that into account already. This horse only faced 4 other horses. I'm going to tell you that we play against the 8. This is the only way we can win or like get some prices somewhere. 7 horse, Bengal Tiger, first time starter. I have no way of knowing. Fuentes is aggressive, and I would probably say that that horse probably needs to be used. Let's look at the GSR. It's also got the top GSR. So we're going to use this first time starter in a race where I don't know that I trust the favorites. How about the 4 horse? Look at the money this guy's burned. What's changed? I can't play the 4. Single Mirazville? No. I mean, races like this, I almost always like to take first-time starters, and you have an aggressive jockey in Fuentes, right? Just something to consider. Big GSR drop on the 1. I need to eliminate a horse here, but I don't know who to eliminate. Anybody confident about a horse or 2 that we can throw out? 2 minutes before the race. Who can we throw out here? Hmm. 2 can be in the money, but 2 can't win. All right, so I think we can eliminate that horse. Stella Noir. I mean, this horse is run some very good races. I don't know if I can eliminate this horse, although I don't like the EE morning line on the horse, but I think that's because this race is wide open. Only 5 and 7. God, I don't know if I could. Top 2 Equinedge picks on win percentage. I'm sorry, top 2 win percentages, but see the SOR. I'm going to say no on the 11. JJ Hernandez gets off the 7 horse, but maybe I think what McCarthy is doing. I think McCarthy is going for the bug on the 7. Big GSR drop here to 62. But this horse has been facing some tough horses. All right, that's the ticket I'm going to recommend for the Golden Hour. You can cut it back from there, but that's what I'm going to recommend. As far as a trifecta goes, you guys all got that? All right. I think that, all right, so we're going to go back to Santa Anita. So this is the Golden Hour. If you're not familiar with it, again, it's a pick 4 that goes back and forth between Santa Anita and Golden Gate Fields. 15% takeout happens all in about 45 minutes to 50 minutes. And the pools have been big and it's growing. And the only way you can really play this, I think anyways, is with this because we have the Golden Hour. And so you can go back and forth here. But I'm going to go to Santa Anita here, this race 7, and it'll give you the option. But if I do a trifecta here, for me, it'd be a 1-2, 1-2 with 5, but it's not going to pay anything. But that's what I would do for a trifecta. I think the 5 is going to be third. And you know what you could do as well? Let's just say the 2 stops. Here's what you do. You do a 1-2 with 1-2 with 5 trifecta, and then you do a 1-2 with 5 exacta in case the 1 or 2 isn't in the money. That's the way you would play something like this. I don't know it's going to pay anything, but that's the way you cover yourself. And I think you're going to get a long shot in the 4 spot. You could do a superfecta 1-2 with 1-2 with 5
It's time for the
with
sensational
all.
star.
But you're going to get a long shot in the 4 spot. The superfecta could be good.
Quite a runner. 39 starts, 13 wins, 11 seconds.
The only reason why I like the 1 is I think the 4 horse with Maldonado is going to press the 2. And the 2's fast and faster than the 4, I believe. But the 4 is fast, and I think Maldonado's sending. And that sets it up completely for the 1 and the 5. And I think the 1 is better than the 5.
Fashionably fast.
All right. All right, you guys. Thank you very much for that, Art. All right. Good luck, everybody. Come on, 1.
The last one to load.
A lot of people singling Brickyard. So if the 1 can win, that'd be big. We need the 4 to go out flying.
They're in the gate. And they're off in the sensational star. Fashionably fast, very quick, but here comes Brickyard Ride, and Brickyard Ride comes to take the lead. Just behind them, Whooping Jay is
the jockey on the 4. Maldonado is sitting there grabbing this horse on the 4s.
Off the pace. A gap of 5.
That was his strategy.
With Dino, followed by Sacred Rider. Then it's
now the 2 did play slow and rushed up
at the back of a strung out field. Brickyard Ride bounds down the hill with a 3-length advantage. Fashionably Fast is second. It's another length back to Whooping Jay in third, followed by Jetivator. Indian Peak is starting to rally 5th, 7 lengths off the pace. Then comes Riding with Dino, Sacred Rider, and Big Fish. They're coming to the quarter pole. Brickyard Ride has been the controlling speed, leads it by 3 lengths still. On the outside, Indian Peak is starting to motor home. They're in the final furlong. Brickyard Ride, Indian Peak within 2.5 of him. Brickyard Ride asked to finish the job now. Indian Peak 3 behind him. It's a new game, but the same story. Brickyard Ride all the way in the sensational star. Indian
2-1-5, either 6 or 7 got 4.
A scramble for the minors behind, including Big Fish.
Such an honest horse. Craig Lewis is doing a masterful job on that horse.
The outstanding running time.
I mean, I know it was chalky, but if the 6 horse got 3rd, that's going to be huge. Not huge, but it's going to be good. What was the 6's odds? I don't know. 6 was 28-1. 7 horse was right there. I'm not sure who got 3rd. Thank you so much. That was Edwin, right? Exactly. That's a good call, Art. I mean, that was ridiculous. You can't take a horse like that wants that you're just saying I quit. Look how far back that 4 is. I mean, this horse needs the lead, the 4 horse. So he gave the 2. I wish he would have told us that. We would have done 2-1-5 cold trifecta all day long. I think the 7 held on for 3rd. Would have been better for the 6, but I think it was the 7, the Equinedge long shot. 2-1.
Number 2, Brickyard Ride was first. 1 Indian Peak second. 5 Riding with Dino finished 3rd. The running time, 1 minute, 11.45 seconds. The fractions.
I think it's the 7, the Equinedge long shot, but 6 or 8 was right there as well.
105.36, finishing it up in 111.
Yeah, text him.
Seconds. What a horse.
The 1 and 11, Jay? Yeah, let's look at that.
270,000 in the golden hour.
There you
pick
go.
four.
See what I'm saying? How that's
a new
growing?
record. Thank you to our fans.
New record, golden hour,
Embracing the golden hour
270K.
pick four wager.
That's awesome. I'm telling you, watch. That's going to be $1 million maybe in a year from now. Watch. That bet is really growing. And because it's so fast, right? And the $1 denomination as well is great too. Wow. Sunday. That's a record. Congratulations, Stronach Group. Thank you very much, Tyler and Andrew. And thank you to all you guys, everybody here. Don't forget, if you don't mind on the chat too, just big shout out to the Stronach Group and for supporting, giving you guys, showing you guys live races, right? I think you guys would agree, not everybody, but most of you would agree. It's a lot more fun doing this than online where we're kind of like the communities together, sharing this stuff. Like, I think this is the new way of handicapping horses. And I think this is where it's going to go. Right. And it's going to draw new people in as well, because they're going to learn and be able to see how to handicap. Yeah. That Tyler guy's all right. Yep, exactly, Brian. You know. Love Tyler and Andrew. See what I'm saying? Like, look at the second leg now. We don't have to wait 30 minutes for the next race, right? We now can wait 8 minutes and we're on the Golden Gate. So it kind of, for those of us that like to play back-to-back races, it's kind of great. All right, so somebody had a question about was it the 1 and the 11? 1 and 11, Jay did. Okay. Moonlight to Oro. I didn't like the fact that it has such a big GSR drop. This race is so wide open. The 11 horse Stella Noir.
Yet again. Brickyard Ride.
That's 3 straight races for Brickyard Ride. Oh, full house. Look at that. How great is that?
Trained by Craig Lewis. 2 wins.
Craig Lewis spotting this horse so well.
Lewis, both with progeny of Clubhouse Ride, who, of course, Mr. Lewis trained as well.
There's Craig Lewis right there with the jeans and the glasses to the right.
Congratulations, 3 wins.
And a bunch of people in the winner's circle enjoying.
Brickyard Ride was
Juan Hernandez, of course.
His owner,
I mean, they need to send some flowers to Edwin Maldonado on the 4.
Running time 1 minute 11.45 seconds.
Like, look at. I would respect, just run to the horse's style. If you lose, you lose, but you damn well tried. Maybe the 2 breaks bad, but you grab a hold of a horse that's never not been on the lead. I just hate that. Right? Exactly. Thank you for that. $1, perfect. It's awesome. The 11 horse that we left, I believe we left out of our golden hour, Jay. That being said, I didn't think this horse was impossible in what's a wide open race. I mean, the horse ran good last time out, but now stretches out to 9 furlongs. The GSR is 60. So the reason I left the 11 out, only for that reason, was it's going from 76 to 60. And it's going from 15% to 9. That's the only reason I left it out. The 1 horse is dropping in GSR as well from 75 down to 62. And it goes from 25% win down to 7%. So that's the other reason why I used the 1, but I didn't love the 1. The connections are getting this horse bet. I don't think it has to win. I don't think the 7 horse has to win. That being said, I think Herrera was put on for a reason, and they're going to send this horse as fast as they can with that weight break with the bug. That's what I think is happening there. Hope I answered your question. The 3-horse popped up at Remington Park, race 7. Three to 1 Equine Edge morning line. That's good. And are we done with our? Doesn't look like we have odds again, huh? No, I don't know why that's not showing. Maybe race number 6 is not done yet. Yeah, that's probably the case. Okay, so Golden Gate race number 7. We're on to some verticals right now. The 5-horse War Games. I like the 3-horse best. So you know what I did with that 9 yesterday? I disappointed myself and probably disappointed you guys. I liked the 9 as a single, and then I looked at them on the track and got off of them. But I was losing too. So and then I got on the 7 and the 1, remember? And they freaking came in 9-7-1. So I don't know what you do there. Sometimes you're zigging and zagging, but you guys listen to me, and then you guys kind of do your own thing, which is perfect. Santa Anita horse just popped up. Ooh. You guys might like this. So you're going to have to wait for it, Deb. All right. Deb Martin will always be the queen. Always. 10 years from now, 20 years from now, Equine Edge, Deb Martin. So many new customers we got, all because Deb was hitting and posting on Twitter and playing small tickets to win big, the way you're supposed to do it. I'm not telling you, you're not going to get listen, I'm one of those guys that puts a present out there and then goes, hey, do you want to see it? No, I'm not doing it. That's it. I'm not even going to look at the chat until this race goes off. That's it. I'm not doing it. No. I like the 3, but God. Cindy had about a month and a half of just crazy winning, didn't she? Whew. I think she won over 100 grand. Jay, I can always count on you to say, hey, Scotty, what do you like for an ice cold try in a race where the top win percentage is 22%? Have you lost your mind? I'll give you an ice cold. Ice cold! Exacta. Trifecta. I have no idea. There's no way. Okay, let's do this though. Let's look at the ticket generator and see what it's going to do. $12. Okay, well, I locked it. So you know that I like the 2, 3, 5 best. That we know. Is that what we covered? I forgot what we covered in the golden hour. Just 2, 3, 5, huh? Ish. I don't feel safe. I will say this about the 3. It stayed steady in the betting, but it was 5-2 on the on the morning line, the odds makers morning line. It's only 21%. Jockey trainer combination is really good. Here's what I will say. If the 3-horse wins, there's a really high likelihood that the 1's going to run good as well. Because it means that closers are somebody's closing. I can't get past the 2, 3, and 5, right? Because that's what we're playing. That's what we're rooting for on the golden hour. So I can't even look at anything else. I miss, you know who I agree, Richard. I miss Eddie Delahousie, who he beat me out of some huge money. Eddie couldn't get out of a gate, but nobody could close better than him. Lafitte Pinkai. I miss Chris McCarron. Always be closing, Oldie. That's right. The weather's tremendous here. That's the weather. 77 right now in Fort Lauderdale. I don't know, maybe a 1-3 exacta box would be prudent. Here's what you have to look at too. I don't like the win percentage jockey trainer combination of the 2 horse, but I will say this. This horse is going to get a good trip sitting behind the 5. So maybe something to think about. All right, they're going into the gate. We're just rooting for the 2, 3, 5.
NRA, post position 4 next up. Bray goes in.
That's right. That's right. Yep. Chris McCarron on the turf. Awesome. Good. Glad she landed. Did you say where she landed? Was it Fort Lauderdale or Miami? I don't think I saw that, Catherine.
Cool Mountain Lad.
Fort Lauderdale is
6. He's the next
such
one
a great
airport.
airport.
Appears behind the gate right now.
I would love to see this 5 horse go gate to wire. That's really what I'm rooting for. But I mean, the one's going to close.
They've backed out Hey Mate from post position number 2. He was backed out behind the gate.
I'll be right back.
Stand by, folks. Looks like we're going to have a delay. It looks like one of the assistant starters is a little bit shaken up behind the gate. All the horses and jockeys are okay. The assistant starter is up on his feet, and he's walking with the ambulance crew. So good to see that he's at least walking over to the ambulance crew. But we're going to have a slight delay here. Stand by. They are reloading the runners into the gate now. Haymate has got back into the gate. So all the runners, 3 of them that were in there backed away. Haymate, Longlands, and NRA. And they're going to reload here in the gate. Haymate goes into the gate. Longlands, post position 3 coming up. NRA about to take his spot, post position number 4. NRA goes in, War Games, post position number 5. Three back, Cool Mountain Lad, 2 more runners to load, Perfectionistic to the outside post, and then to the inside, Clem Labide to round out the field. Here's Clem Labide to the inside post. We're ready to go. And Laruff to a picture-perfect start. War Games is sent for speed. NRA on the engine early, takes back to second, and War Games strides clear, opens up the lead to a length and a half. NRA is chasing from second. Cool Mountain Lad is third, right behind him. A gap of 2 to Perfectionistic. Haymade is next. The 2 at the back, Log Lance, and inside Clem Labine in a really tight spot. Clem Labine, he got shut off down on the inside and had to slam on the brakes when it got tight in there. They approach the far turn run. War Games has the lead into the turn, a length and a half in front of NRA, who's right on his tail in second. A space of 2 to Cool Mountain Lad sent along from third. Haymade advances a spot. He's up into fourth with Perfectionistic. Pushed along a little bit. Long Lance is second to last down on the inside, and Clem Labine has to overcome that trouble on the backstretch. He's still last as they wheel for the judge. Here comes NRA to challenge War Games off the turn. They were rivals last year. They're going at it down the stretch in 2022. NRA on the outside. Inside is War Games, and Cool Mountain Lad is trying to pick them up at a price. NRA has the lead.
Come on,
Cool
five.
Mountain Lad and War
Gosh.
Games back to third. NRA coming to the finish. He's got it. NRA got the win. Cool Mountain Lad second, then War Games, Log Lance, and Perfectionistic.
4 horse getting the win. NRA. Wide open race. Christian Herrera, good ride. 6-1.
Number 4, NRA first. Second, number 6, Cool Mountain Lad. Third, number 5, War Games. Waiting on the
5
placing
fought
for 4.
hard, got the
Please
lead.
continue to stand
4
by
was right there.
until the photo finish for 4th
Just
has
not good
been
enough.
posted, and the race is
4,
declared
6,
finished.
5. 4, 6, 5. All right, we got the golden hour daily double. God, I wanted that. 3 didn't have it. 3 checked up like 3 times. All right, Oldie. We'll see you next week. The ticket generator had the 4. I'm curious. Golden hour, race number 1. Let's do this. Clear all legs. 1, 2. Use that. 5 and 7. That's what the ticket generator gave. So that was it. It actually was better than me. What a surprise! I mean, it was just such a wide open race. There was 5 horses down the wire. That 6 horse top Equinage pick ran good. I almost am relieved that the 6 didn't win because I would have been so upset. All right. Santa Anita race number 8. And the 7 horse popped up. 6-1 right now. And I just have to believe that Herrera is going to try to go to the lead. That's what I think is going to happen. So last race here at Santa Anita, 7 horse. In fact, we have 2 different emailed algorithms, and it popped up twice, the 7 on both of them. So that's interesting. Horses 2-1 in the Equinedge morning line. Top Equinedge pick. It's probably going to have the lead because the 10 horse on the outside. I don't think JJ Hernandez is going to send, but we'll see. But Flavian Pratt's getting bet. I know. It's been like that this weekend for me, unfortunately. There is an inquiry, but I don't think the 4 did anything. Let's take a look at these horses coming onto the track. So this is the Equinedge long shot, but it draws wide. Stella Noir is dropping big in GSR. Has that wide post as well. I don't see a win coming for that horse. But, you know, when you're running bad, you second guess yourself. But this horse's form is very good. But this horse is dropping 16 points in GSR. I don't think this horse wants 9 furlongs. I mean, look, this pedigree is definitely 8 furlongs and under. So for that reason, I would play against the 11. Yeah, I mean, you got to understand, you're getting these owners from my racehorse group, and they're all betting this horse. So they love every one of their horses. But this horse is 7% chance to win. And the GSR drops to 62. So I don't know that this horse wants to go that long either. Really, look at the dirt breeding. Like, why isn't this horse on dirt? I'm sure it's like, why are you putting this horse on the turf? Like, keep it on the dirt. But they're trying something different. But that doesn't mean that it's going to work. Right? So I don't know. Still got Flavian Pratt and Richard Mandela. But I'm not on the one, knowing that the one can win. The 7 horse with Herrera, I think this horse is going to go to the lead. I think the 10 hole, we'll see. I don't know that Hernandez is going to get the lead here, but we'll see. It's got the top pace number. By the way, I did think this 2 horse could be 3rd or 4th. So if you're playing exotics, maybe just key the 2 horse in the 3rd and 4th spots. This horse has been on a layoff, right? So McCarthy has 2 horses. He got the 7 and the 5. And he took over for the 5 from the last race. And this 5 horse, this horse is just about physical issues, right? Because this horse at Aqueduct, off of a long layoff, this horse came back and he won this race, right? So it was a non-graded stakes race. And I just think it's about physical issues with this horse. And this horse off a layoff ran good, the 5, right? So Rispoli gets on. I like the 5. The 7 is Equinedge top pick. I don't like the 0 for 7 jockey trainer combination, but 2 different email algorithms. So 3 different algorithms said the 7's going to win. And it's 28% top win percentage. Maybe it's just as simple as taking the top 2 win percentage, the 7 and 5. Personally, for me, I'd lean towards the 5 more than the 7. And I forget who it was, but somebody made a point about the 6 horse being in the money. I think that's a possibility as well. Does lose Velasquez, but gets Gonzalez, who won one yesterday. And I really do. I think the 2 horse can be 3rd or 4th. Just that type of horse. I really do. Tyler Bays, finish up in the money. Yeah. See, Karina knows what she's talking about. Yeah, Jesse, usually, yes. So if a couple of things. If a trainer places a horse properly, then you'll know, he'll know by the win percentage in most cases. But in this case, I think they're all placed properly. It's just that the race is tough, right? So sometimes that's just what it has nothing to do with that. They're at the gate. I'm going to say 5 over 7 over 2. That's what I'm going to say. But again, I am not confident at all. Okay.
First few have gone in.
I wish I could have been more confident this weekend, but it just was what it was. We had some wins and stuff like that. It wasn't our best weekend, but
Bubbles on Ice. Stella Noir. They're in the gate.
oh shoot, I didn't do the golden hour, did
They're
I?
off. Quick start for Park Avenue, who goes right over to the rail and clears off. Stella Noir follows that path.
So the jockey on the 7
outside
took him back
positions
on
are
purpose.
1-2 as they come by the stands the first time. Moonlight Doro gets a good tracking spot in third, and then comes Shore Break fourth, 4 lengths off the lead. California Kook, Miraz didn't have the best of beginnings, racing 3 clear of Bubbles on Ice on the inside of Hogan's Holiday, and New Heat is by herself at the back of the field. Park Avenue shows the way, leads at a length and a half to Stella Noir. Moonlight Doro hugs the rail in third. They're followed by Shore Break, and California Kook, a little bit eager from fifth, has 6 to make up. Miraz just outside of her. 3 more to Hogan's Holiday, outside Bubbles on Ice, and then New Heat. They're heading to the half-mile.
I didn't see it, but I guess
Park
the 7 horse
Avenue, a
broke
length and a
bad.
half in front of Stella Noir. There hasn't been any change in the running order. Moonlight Doro continues on the inside third. Shore Break is fourth. California Kook 5 lengths off the pace. Miraz next. Bubbles on Ice, Hogan's Holiday, and New Heat. Midway on the far turn, Park Avenue, the controlling speed. Now Moonlight Doro
7's
moves into
toast.
second, followed by Stella Noir third. Suddenly, Shore Break has got 4 wide. California.
Look at this.
Cook,
there's
Miraz, and
8
Bubbles
horses
on
can
Ice.
win
They
this
turn
race.
for home. Park Avenue trying to steal it with a 3-length advantage.
10's going to go gate to
Moonlight
wire.
Doro is in second. New Heat is coming very fast on the
And what's
outside,
interesting is
but time
Hernandez
is
got
running
off
out.
of that 7 horse to ride that
Avenue
10.
is going to
How
take
about
up
this 2 horse
coast
we
to
talked
coast.
about being in the
A
money?
huge day for Juan Hernandez. That's his fourth.
Knew that 2
New
could be in the
Heat
money
was
though.
second.
It just
Stella Noir between rivals third. Photo between Shore Break and Moonlight Doro.
so Hernandez. I didn't know what to think about that, but look at Hernandez got off of the 7 horse to ride this 10 and got the lead and went gate to wire. Sadler. So this horse that was a nice run. Great training job by Sadler. All right, we got one more. Got Golden Gate Fields, race number 8. Yeah, it was interesting. Thank you, Evan. You still got to bet it, right? You got to bet it right. You know, I thought the 2 would run good, but still got to bet it. Let's see what happened there. 14 to 1 on the 2. 10 horse went gate to wire. All right. I know, Bill. I mean, the only tell I had here was JJ Hernandez getting off the 7 to ride the 10. And we knew the horse had speed. But and then you put the bug on. Listen, why do you put the bug on there if he's not sending? Why? Why? Makes no sense. Yeah, it's an amazing exacta. And it was definitely havable. Yeah, I saw that too. The 10 was Equinedge long shot earlier in the day. Yeah, it was. It switched. By the way, I've noticed a trend with that, just so you know. I have noticed that when there's an Equinedge long shot and it changes, the old one wins. I have noticed that. Thank you, Catherine. Yeah, same to you. All right, have fun with that. Jesse, it switches. I'm not really sure. It's the algorithms that do that, and I'm not sure why they do that. But I'm gonna talk to John about that and see what we can do to make sure it doesn't switch. So I'm not sure. All right, we got 8 minutes before Golden Gate. Let's just see if we can finish off good. Okay. I'm on the first time starter, the 7. 6 horses, big pace. Big pace, dropping in class. GSR is the same. Off a layoff. And Torero is very good on the front end. So watch out for this horse. But hold on, there's a big but. This horse has been off since not 2021, but 2020. Could this horse win? Look at that last work, 7 of 83. Over here on January 21st, 2 of 23. So, I have a feeling the 6 is going to run good. I don't know if it's going to win. It might need the race, but I have a feeling it's going to be on the lead. Scratches affect it, yes. They do affect it. I know that. But I'm going to see if we can just hold sway to it, not let the scratches affect it. Because it seems like the very first one that it picks is the best one. So believe me, there's still so much that's wrong with the site that we're improving, right? It's awesome, but there's more to do, and we're doing that. The team is dedicated to technology. We're a technology company. That's it. Not a marketing company. We are all about technology and building all these tools that are easier and more accurate. That's why we haven't really had any releases lately, because we've been working on all the real-time stuff, upcoming races, live odds, things like that. We had some issues on the staging site with live odds today. So that's really been the focus, is making sure that the structure has been good. Yeah, I have too, Gary. I've seen it as well without scratches. I'm not sure, but I wrote a note down there. I'm going to talk to John about that tomorrow. I like the first time starter. I think Fuentes is going to send this horse. That's my guess. This horse is the favorite, but it's Burn Money as the favorite. Same connections. Nothing's changed. Jockey trainer combination is 4%. It's not a horse I can get down with. And as a matter of fact, I think earlier I said I didn't like the 4 horse that much either. Look at this horse. 8 furlongs, nothing. 5 furlongs, nothing. 6 furlongs here, nothing. Lose by 11 3/4 lengths here. I mean, this horse, this horse had some decent form mid last year. Since, I mean, I guess second off the layoff, I guess you can make that angle. I will say this, I like the 4 better than the 8. I don't like the 5. I think the 6 is going to take him a long way. The 9 horse, the Equinedge long shot, likes to get up in the money. 3 third place finishes. I see another one of those. I think I would imagine the 9 will be second or third because the 6 could stop, the 1 stop, the 8 doesn't have to necessarily run good. I don't love the 5. So the 9 could definitely be in the money. I'm going to go with the first time starter who's getting bet at 5-2, especially considering I don't like the 8.
Starts to go, but there was a layoff after.
Oh, that's a good question. That's a good question. It could be based on odds. That's exactly right. I'm going to find out. It could be. Because that 10 horse got bet. I think Fuentes is sending this horse from the beginning. I have a feeling. It's just a gut feeling. I think these workouts are sneaky. I think they're sneaky good. I love this type of pattern for first-time starters. Look, 5 furlongs here on January 29th, 6 of 58, and then come back here with a maintenance drill, and you're 77 of 77. Then you come back here at 5 furlongs, 5 of 49, and then 74 of 92. Then 6 of 40, and then coming over here 30 of 83. I just have a feeling he's sending this horse, and this horse can run. I don't think it's a world beater, but it's 12-5 claimer, but there's nothing in here. I think he sends the 7. So this 5 horse, Tamayo is very good. This horse didn't run terrible. And now drops in for 12-5. I mean, this horse could be in for 18. I didn't like the 2. Oh, you mean, are you talking about Santa Anita, Evan? No, because it's a first-time starter, Gary, but that's a great question. That Being it's a first-time starter, I mean, I think we do a pretty darn good job with the morning line on first-time starters, better than the pace number. But it doesn't bother me. If this is a horse that already run, yes, depending on how competitive the race was, I think that it just can't read it. I like Fuentes on this horse. I do. They're 19% as well. I like this 7. I mean, it's got to break good, right? It has to break good. I mean, first-time starters are notorious bad breakers, but Fuentes is good out of a gate. He's very aggressive. There's, the 6 is fast, though. The 6 is fast. This actually 6 is very fast. So we'll see what happens. I don't know. Listen, we've seen horses normally, beating favorites is one of my specialties. I tried to beat a few favorites today and they beat me. So I'm looking at this horse the same way. I'm like, I hate this horse. First of all, this horse is at 6 furlongs last time out was finishing. This is 5.5, and he draws wide and has no speed. I don't know. I mean, maybe this group is so bad that they'll be stopping and the 8 can win for sure. Jockey trainer combination is only 4%. It's 26%. Top Equine Edge pick as well. So again, I like the 4 horse better. I think there's better upside for this 4, but it's 0 for 14 as well. So you can't really like that. And its form really is just not that great. And it was in a 12-5 claimer 2 back going 8 furlongs and ran like hell. So it might be getting overbet as well. Going into the gate, I'm hoping the 7's going to get a clear lead and take off, go gate to wire. Although I think the 6 is going to be on the lead, and that 6 could go gate to wire, and I think the 9. So for me, if I exact a box, maybe for.
They're loading Bengal Tiger without the jockey, Ruben Fuentes. He's going to hop back aboard.
I like the 4 to win, and then I think 6 or 9. I think the 9's going to be in the money. All right, last race of the evening, everybody. Let's see what happens here. Good luck.
Three more runners to complete the line. Mystical Surprise, post position.
Yeah, for sure, Michael. For sure.
Lockmara to the outside post going forward. Lockmara's in. Mystical Surprise to post 5. And to round out the field, Rosarita Carmelita. Rosarita Carmelita coming up to the gate. We're ready to go in the nightcap. And Laroff in the finale. Brittany Breeze is hard set for speed. Isn't quick enough to get to the front. Bengal Tiger is quickest in the career debut early on anyway. And she strides out to the lead from a lineup right behind her. Kind But She Lies, Brittany Breeze, Rosarita Carmelita in that pack of horses. And Brocard is deep in the blue jacket, easing off.
We can do a ticket real quick, Ken, over at Los Al. Thanks, Deb. You got it.
Space of 7 back to Mystical Surprise. Hard set at the back of the pack. She's sluggish early on. Around the far turn, Bengal Tiger tries to take him the distance in the first career race for her. And look at her go. She's opened up 3 lengths approach to the quarter pole. The others are chasing. Kind But She Lies under pressure, takes second. Rosarita Carmelita moves through on the inside, is third, cuts the quarter off the turn as Brittany Breeze gives way. Down the lane, Bengal Tiger approaches the furlong pole. She's got a 4-length cushion with a furlong left. Rosarita Carmelita, Kind But She Lies badly.
You too, Gary. Thank you so much.
To go. Bengal Tiger, the
Thank
daughter
you,
of
Chuck.
Smiling Tiger. She's going to do it. And lifetime start number 1. Bengal Tiger wins it first out for Jamie Thomas. Rosarita Carmelita edges out both Living
7. It looked like 7-1.
Second, that duo is in the photo for third. So Rosarita
7-1.
Carmelita ran second photo between Kind But She Lies
7
and
crushed
Living
him.
at the Boo. Lockmara was 5th home.
7 crushed him. Should just single the 7. in the golden hour and spread more in the other race. See, it just comes down to strategy, right?
7, Bengal Tiger.
Thank you
first.
so much. I appreciate that.
Photo finish for 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. Also waiting on the placing for 5th.
You
Please
got it,
continue to
Curtis. My
stand
pleasure.
by.
Thank you all for hanging with me.
Until
Really
the official
wish it could have been
placings
hotter.
posted, at
It
least
creates an
unofficially,
energy,
and
you
then
know.
Once the stewards.
But thank you very much. I appreciate that. Yeah. Good workouts on the 7, right? We saw that. We saw an aggressive rider in Fuentes, right? And we saw some really good workouts here, right? See how sneaky they are? Solid workout here. All of a sudden, they're just cruising. That's just a maintenance drill. This horse was ready to go probably back in January. Yeah, exactly. There you go. Thank you, Anthony. Thanks, Jesse. You too, Pat. Thank you very much. Really, I appreciate all of you. Really, like the entire team does. We're really grateful for all of you and for the support. If you get a chance, don't forget to like the show. And then somebody asked for low sal, so let's just look at that real quickly. We'll look at a pick 4, and if you haven't used this for quarter horses, they're deadly. Not that these are quarter horses right now, but I think low sal we're hitting at like 50% or some crazy number. You can go to the dashboard too, right? By clicking here. Oh, thank you, John, for that. Thank you. That was really nice of you. Yeah, you know what? What I have to do is, thank you, Deb. Thank you, Christy. What we have to do is, again, I should have singled that first time starter 7 because I hated the 8, and I should have singled that horse, and then I would have been able to spread more, and we would have hit that golden hour. But again, it just comes down to making good decisions, and I haven't really been making them great ones. Thank you so much, Gary. It's just beginning. Listen, I'm the first to say, like, we have a lot to do. We have a lot to do. And we're going to do it. I promise you that. But you can come over here and you can see hot tracks. So you click on here, you can see Los Alamitos. The win percentages over the last 16 races have won 8 of them. See that? Look at this. Cervantes is 56% in the last 16 races. So watch for him. He's in race number 7 and race number 9 tonight over at Los Alamitos. So watch for that. Hot trainers, Keith Craigmile, 37%. Jesus Urango, who used to train for me, is fantastic. Jose Flores is on fire. So watch for them. All right. And Jesus Urango's got a 10-1 shot, and Jose Flores as well. So watch for them. All right. So you can do that. But we'll go over to Los Alamitos race number 1 real quick, where we've got a 1-5 favorite in Crosskirk. The SOR plays a role here as well, not just pace. Remember, class is huge. Thank you, Jay. Thank you, Evan, very much. Thank you. It's really important, especially in a lot of races with a lot of pace. It's really important to look at so you take a horse like the 2. So it's 36%, second equinedge pick, and the pace is 38. But there's a lot of pace in here. Look at the 1 who probably can't win the race, has speed 2. I think this is where you have a class horse and a horse like the 5 who can sit right off of them. But then I know you have a 52 pace in the 6, but it's also a low SOR. So all right, so let's put this together. You guys are funny. I love seeing you guys interact in the chat, honestly. That's my favorite part. So no real advantage in the SOR, but this does look like a tough race. And you have a horse like the 6 horse who if one of these horses clears, could be really tough. But even when this horse cleared, it stopped. You see that? And there's some speed in here. But this horse could affect the race. That's the way you want to look at it. So this is a tough race, man. I think I like the 6 the least, even though it's the fastest. The 3 horse can run good as well. This is a tough race. I'm going to suggest that we'll see what we've got. But I would say, look, we could cut this down and probably leave the 6 out for sure. But what if it does clear? And the top win percentage is only 28%, has no speed. K2, thank you so much, really. The team really appreciates that. It means a lot. Thank you. It's not the amount, just the token. Thank you. So you have a horse like this that has an asterisk. It faced more or better last time out, but it's not proven it can pass horses. So, and it's 4 to 5. This horse could get overbet and lose for sure. So there's another race where I'm going to suggest that maybe you spread. And then I would single the 1. I'm going to give you guys a $60 ticket. I think it could pay. It could pay. And don't forget to look at the hot jockeys and trainers over there at Los Alamitos. Okay? Hot track, Los Alamitos is on fire. 50%. The win percentages are. Armando Cervantes, race number 7. Let's go over here and just look at his horse. So he's on the 5 horse, who's the second Equinedge pick. And it's the fastest horse. And he's riding really good. So maybe consider the 5. And then the other was, let's see here, hot trainer, Keith Craigmile in the 3rd race on the 3. I mean, there's a lot of speed. Here's the problem with the 3. The 3 really doesn't have much class. SOR is at 30. Why is the SOR at 30? That's a little weird. Let's see here. Okay. Whenever I see things on the site, what I'm doing right now, whenever I see things on the site, I send it to the programmers. I just need clarification as to why this horse is a 30. That's on staging. I wonder, is Prod the same way? Race is that race 3. See, I'm anal as hell. Believe me, these things drive me nuts. So yeah, it is. The 3 horse is a 30. So I'm looking into that. I don't know if that's a bug or what. Let's see here. So, I mean, you got a hot trainer. So you just have to make sure that you use that horse. Also in race number 4, Jesus has got the 6 horse. I personally think the 1's a single, but the 6 could be in the money. So it doesn't mean that if they're running good like that, use them in the exotics. And then Jose Flores in race number 9, he's got the 3 horse who's a long shot. And this horse certainly deserves a look in a race that looks wide open to me. Throughout the last race, broke 10th in that grade 1 race. This is a non-graded stakes race. So, and this horse's form, the last couple of races, the horse broke bad. This horse could come right back against cheaper and run good. So, all right. Oh, that might be what it is. Look at you. Hold on here. No, because it's. What am I missing? How did it break its maiden? Really strange. Oh, he is? Well, Caleb, I don't know. Caleb goes with his own picks. He does, but he does use Equinedge. So, but that's the way you're supposed to use it. But he probably saw the same thing that I did. This race is throwing me off. Or that horse, that 3 horse is throwing me off. I can't make sense of it. Oh, that's what it is. So on staging, it's not showing that race. That's what it is. See? It doesn't show the race where the horse broke its maiden. That's what it is. That's what confused me. You're right. Look at that, though. See? That's why it's a 30. No, production is correct. That's right. So that's missing. Okay. Everything's good. False alarm. All right, you got 14 minutes before race number 1. Again, this is the pick. This is what I'm recommending. All right, let's see here. No, get rid of that. That's the ticket. 2-5 with all with. Is that an all? With all with 1. Now, what you could do in a situation like this, and this is not a bad idea, and I'm going to show you. Crazy as this sounds, like this horse doesn't look like it wants the lead. You want to play a smaller ticket? Go like this. There you go. Just like that. $36. Throw out the 2 horses that seem like they need the lead. They can't get the lead because the 1's too fast. Well, the 5 could get the lead. Hold on. This 5 is dropping in class. All right. So maybe you use the 5. It's a $48 ticket. You could throw out the 2, or you could just decide to use the 2, but you could throw out the 2. 5 could get the lead. The reason I put that back is because of this, because of that SOR. That SOR makes a difference. But the 2 horse is fast and could put pressure on it. And then it looks like the 1 horse is very fast as well. Right? So it's going to be, they're going to be the 1, 2, and 5 are going to be flying to the lead, but that class of the 5 horse could get the horse to the lead. So, but it's not the worst thing in the world to try to leave out that. And maybe that could set it up. It probably will set it up for this 3 horse. So wide open race. Crazy. And maybe Keith Craigmile gets the win anyways, right? And he's been on fire. But all right, you guys, I'm going to get out of here. God, how long have we been going? Oh, not too bad. Thank you, everybody. I appreciate that. I hope you you have a nice rest of your Sunday, and we'll see you next weekend, okay? All right. Bye-bye.